So I think I might have a problem. I've put 27 hours into Stellaris already.
Jesus.
You're good.
How many hours have I put into multiverses? Hold on. 15.
Alright, cool. So, here we are.
I opened my one shot. I'm so stupid.
And KSP almost 2,000 hours.
Here we are. Okay.
I noticed a distinct lack of a certain other Chaos Gremlin.
Well, he said he'd be here at 6, and if he's not, I'm going to fucking kill his character.
That's mean.
That might happen anyway.
So, once he gets here, we're going to start the recap immediately.
Alright. Also, in just minor news, it has absolutely nothing to do with anything whatsoever. After months and months and months of, the last update for this game was 1.13 on 4/24/21. Aurora 4X C# just went to 1.14/2.0.
Cool.
Nice.
Problem is, if I download it, which I am, or if I not download it, I've already downloaded it, but if I update the game, then everything will be gone because it overwrites the database. Now.
Alright, Mason's here.
Alright.
Hello, Mason.
Hey, Adam,
Well,
look what
Done
me
with
and
work.
Dominic figured out.
1 second.
Just a reminder that stream is live.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
this shit.
What?
Fenrir. Just look at the map.
So can everyone hear Adam? Fenrir, good.
I haven't heard him say anything yet.
What now?
Oh,
Am I not
hi.
normal?
I heard that, but it's not coming through the best.
So this is
okay,
what
that
me
better?
and Dominic figured out
Yeah, it was.
that we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I see that you're doing it. What my question is why?
It's very effective at DDoSing Matthew's brain.
Oh my god, the arrows?
And here he is.
Oh no.
Here, time to kill his character.
Yeah,
That's
the moment we've all been waiting for.
Dominic's backup character is still backwards.
I like how Dom is wearing a white shirt, like the little cowboy boots, to try to signify that he's a good person. Color symbolism right there. It's not.
I think of
fooling
what
it.
happened.
Yeah, it's not fooling anyone.
Aw. Darn. I have to pull out all the stops.
in honor of Zill tonight. One single death save.
Okay. Alright, is everyone here?
Yeah.
We're missing Helena. Alright, well, Dominic's here. It's 6:02. We've got an hour 30. We're gonna get started.
Wait, what's the recap really quick?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So, getting into the recap, I'm going to increase the volume of the bot slightly here up to about 20%. It is currently at 15. There we are. There we are. So, last time, after a grueling period of time spent trying to clear your names, after trying to just find a way to converse with Mayor Urmander, you guys were captured and found yourselves in prison with a rather pompous elven man named Chartreuse Evelheim and a dwarf who we have not seen since named Melvin, who did not give a last name. The party quickly broke out of prison, and after some shenanigans, we'll say, found themselves in the sewer and split up with a good majority of them in Drumbin in an attempt to verify Chartreuse's story when he was shown to be a bit deceptive. Chartreuse did not agree to teleport with them, so he stayed behind. There was fighting that ensued, navigation through the sewers followed, and eventually the party that stayed behind, including Shen, Core, and Lily, made their way and found Chartreuse again, and eventually made their way into the Mayor Euromander's mansion. As it turned out, the sewers had broken into the well on the property, and that was Chartreuse's plan to clear his name. After exploring the mansion for some time, questioning who had done all this and why, some peculiar notes were found, some buckets were absent, and there were some mysterious rooms and runes in said rooms. After some exploration, the party eventually confronted the current lady of the house, Evelyn Euromander, who had made herself eventually known as the culprit. Evelyn Euromander is the daughter of Lord Euromander, and the mother had been missing for years. Evelyn wanted to bring her mother back, whatever the cost, even if that cost was contracting with Asmodeus himself. So, after knocking out part of the party, the rest of the Platinum Order made their way back to the mansion and discovered the truth of this matter, making their way into the basement of the Euromander residence. After a very long and grueling battle involving Evelyn quite literally ripping out her father's spine from his corpse to use as a flail, wreathed in flame, turning her guards into devils, quite literally exploding their corpses and nearly driving probably 3 to 5 of you to the brink of death multiple times over. Eventually, the Platinum Order triumphed, but not without one final hitch. Asmodeus' voice rang out around the room.
I always honor a bargain.
As his voice rang out, wreaths of fire surrounded the ritual circle where Evelyn had been praying at the start of this encounter. And amongst the flames, a short-cut, white-haired elven lady collapsed. This was later revealed to be Shale Euromander. The Lady Euromander, who had been since many years ago missing.
Is that like Evelyn's mother?
Evelyn's mother, yes.
Okay.
The party somberly followed Shale as she began a corpse-like walk throughout the grounds, trying to figure out what all she missed. They remained at a respectable distance and watched as she mourned over the loss of her husband and daughter. Eventually, the party had the opportunity to converse with Lady Euromander. It was revealed to them that if they wanted to speak to the king, specifically King Nerebith Eurodark Theodas, I missed the last name. Shit. There it is. Eurodark Theodas, Nerebith Eurodark Theodas Mage's Blood. If they wanted to speak with him, then their best bet was through the king's ear. Family is very important in the North, and it just so happens that the Ethelheims have been the king's advisor for generations. Chartreuse is more important than he seems, much to everyone's dismay. Now, with all
And
that,
that's like his family.
that is Chartreuse's family. Chartreuse Ethelheim.
Okay.
Now, after that, everyone got a long-deserved rest. And after dealing with literal forces of hell, you discovered new magic within yourself. Several of you unlocking new powers. Ideas spurring in your mind on how to twist the lines of life and death. Augment the facets of reality itself. Others thinking of ways to cause even more destruction with their attacks. And others still pondering what comes next. One man decided to wake up the next morning, one woman decided to wake up the next morning and test out their new abilities.
Pronouns are feeding our DM. Quick.
Yes. In doing so, they immediately caused mass hysteria, as 8 innocent civilians had their heads explode instantaneously, with no means or evidence left behind but large traces of magic. The town erupted into chaos, and quickly you guys were made aware and found Zill unconscious at the scene.
Hey, sorry, go on.
Above board, yes, you all know. Below board, I'm describing what happened. It was made apparent to you all that very powerful evocation, I want to say, magic was used.
Wasn't it like necromancy?
It was not necromancy.
It is enchantment.
Enchantment. My bad. Enchantment magic was used, and the result was heads exploding. You guys weren't able to figure out who caused this, but it was very, very clearly a powerful mage. And no matter the circumstance, if you see it again, you will know who it was and be able to take care of them. But that wasn't the most pressing thing at the moment, because all of a sudden, a shockwave hits you all as an explosion of magic ricochets throughout the entire continent. And the familiar voice of the King of Decay, Ebor Dez, sung his little words in all heads who would listen. This was clearly not just you. This was everyone who heard of King Ebor's ultimatum.
60 days. You have 60 days to make peace with yourself, to join my army, to surrender. 60 days, and this war will finally come to an end.
A lot of you were rather startled by this. Ebor was many things to you, but not rash. So it leaves you to wonder what exactly is pushing him this far. You have many questions left to you. Zill, how am I gonna get however many more souls left within the time allotted, especially with a much bigger time crunch to everyone else? Helena, will you ever figure out what's going on with Dragner Scales? What's his origin? Who is he? And what does this group mean to you? Are you really content staying in the back the whole time, or will there come a time where you need to face the forefront? Lily, still reeling from having to nearly drive someone into a contract and now seeing the other side of that with Evelyn. Who do you want to be? And really, is who you want to be really for the greater good at the end of the day? What if there's a greater good that involves heavy sacrifice? Will you be able to make it? Pile driver. You've been wondering for a long time what your purpose is, what your goal is in all this. You've been said to stop the war in any way possible, and now you're at a crossroads. Will you take the king up on his ultimatum? Or mark yourself a regicide, ending the war one way or another?
Remind me, what ultimatum?
60 days.
Ivor has his finger on the nuke button and says 60 days before I pull it, bitch.
What nuke does he even have? He's already fighting.
We don't know.
He did send a shockwave of brain talking.
All
through
you
people.
guys were able to figure out is that he is crafting a massive spell. The rest of the continent probably doesn't know this, but based on what you guys were able to piece together with your Arcana rolls last session, that shockwave was the first of presumably many of a large scale magic craft. One that Tears has only heard in legends, passed down from her mother and her aunts. But this is bigger, and that thought terrifies Tears. This has the potential to alter, fracture, or in some other ways change your very reality. And with a Lich at the helm, who's to say how good or bad that is? Alva, you started your journey months ago with a prophecy in your head. Seek out a group with a 5-headed dragon. But no advice since then. As you wake up this morning, you receive another vision.
I was gonna gasp, you're back!
This is not anyone in particular giving you this vision. This is just... I would like, Alva, for you to start the session. If you would so kindly give me an Arcana roll.
Alright.
Let's see how good you are at interpreting your own vision.
So, Matthew, I'm sorry.
In a moment.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
With a 22 Arcana check, there's a fog around you. You sit miles and miles up in the air, overlooking Nerving. You turn around. Dragons of every color striking down upon the earth. Off in the distance, an aurora blooms and seems to be ever approaching. From your back, ice cascading, freezing over the earth. They clash at a mountain. A lonely town sits by it. You see people holding up swords, tears in their eyes, wondering how this will all end. Deep underground, you get a vision of hundreds upon hundreds of hooded figures praying, begging for salvation.
Please, let the prophecy be true.
Skeletons and man. Who will prevail? Core. You've been wondering for a long time what all this blood magic was for. Wondering... Well, it's pretty clear cut what it's for. It's to fight evil. But something you've been wondering, something that's been nagging at the back of your mind, is why? Who did this? How did they do this? And you still have that question lingering. As all of you wake up, group together and somberly stare at each other. There are several objectives set out before you. Meeting with the king. Figuring out why Ybor did all this. Reviving Lokar, perhaps? Some of you now have the means. Finally joining the armies of man against undead. Protecting those you care about. Or maybe, if none of this seems possible, find a means of escape. With that, I leave it to you, with how you'd like to begin today. Dawn breaks. 60 days remain. Yes, Sarah.
You? Can I stress eat mayo from my alchemist jug?
Welcome back, everyone, to the War of Dragons 5th edition. It's been a while. I wanted to start off strong. I hope you guys enjoyed that recap.
I got a question.
10 out of 10.
Just
go ahead, Ethan.
The way you were saying everyone's things, especially, well, for me at least, could you repeat what you were saying about my character and his? Because it just
Your directive was to stop the war. That was your instructions. So how do you want to do that? That's up to you. Whether you ally with Ybor or finish Ybor off, both of which are a possibility. Yes, there's one other factor when it comes to fighting Ybor. Something none of you have even approached the possibility of, but something that Ybor is all too aware of. Ybor will not fall permanently unless his phylactery is destroyed. And you guys have no idea where to begin searching.
Probably in his demiplane, if you're allowed to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you make
All he
it
knows
a
the big
creature? Is that possible?
I mean, it's either the dragon, kind of like Horcrux, or it's on the dragon at all times.
So, how would you like to begin your countdown?
With dramatic musical cues.
Well, we've already done that.
I don't think I was there for that, but at least I was there for that
Team
one.
huddle to decide what the fuck we're doing.
That's what I was just about to say.
Second.
Zill, if you would,
I know
please-
about the 60 days.
Yes, everyone was made aware.
Wasn't I knocked out for that though?
Presumably someone told you.
You were not. We're gonna say you weren't.
Okay.
No, I think you were revived and you were about to be asked questions, and Ybor unintentionally covered for you.
Oh, right. Yeah.
As you were about to be criticized and questioned, like, what the hell happened here? Ybor's voice boomed throughout the continent. But Zill, words to the wise. Be careful with what you do next.
I'll never listen to the wise.
There is something that nags at me as a DM that I want to share with you all. Before we continue further, I want to thank each and every one of you as players. This campaign would not be what it is if not for you guys. This is going on... Well, we're going past our 4th year now. And that's insane to me. This is my first ever campaign, and I always have been super self-conscious about how I've been doing And I could not have asked for a better group of players. So thank you for what you guys have done for this so far. And I look forward to seeing this through to the end with you guys.
Sorry for laughing, but I feel like it was.
What's up?
Sorry for laughing, but me and Tears agree that you could have asked for a better group of players.
And really, like what? Like a third of the party is just chaos gremlins?
We burned down a town!
Well, okay, maybe I could, but I wouldn't change it if given the opportunity. Because
It's good for story.
It's an outstanding first story. And I hope you guys look forward to seeing what I have planned next. Because we're in the end game now.
Alright, Doctor Strange.
So, I ask you again. What would you guys like to do?
Team Huddle.
Tears. Again, the first thing that comes to your mind when this rush of magic energy and you see this distant aurora in the sky is a tale from long ago.
Okay.
Given to you by your mother. She's told you on occasion sparse details about how she ascended to godhood, but obviously both her and Azeroth keep details limited because she doesn't want anyone to have that ability. She doesn't share the ritual. She doesn't share how she did it. But she expressed details of what to look out for. This is a Granny Smith to a Red Delicious apple. It's not godhood, or it... You don't think? But it sure as fuck is the same level of magic. Your mind starts racing. 1,000-year-old lich. Having a literal millennia to work on this, potentially. People, thousands upon thousands of corpses to draw from. He's clearly at no shortage of spell scrolls or arcane abilities.
Right.
He's known to be an artificer. And something nags at you in the back of your head. Make a history check for me. If you would be so kind.
Working on it. I'm running on one monitor here, so everything is kind of
I understand.
difficult for me.
It does not take much for your eyes to bulge. You are aware of several celestial events that have occurred in the past and during your lifetime. Summer is nearing its end. Or sorry, summer has long since ended.
Bill.
Spring, summer, fall, winter. We're nearing the winter solstice. And piecing together in your head, and it's not easy, especially considering how much you flit in and out of the Feywild. But there's the potential of the solstice lining up on that 60-day countdown. That 60 days is not nearly as arbitrary as anyone else would be led to believe. You are certain of that. That being said, the solstice is not a guaranteed date. It fluctuates from year to year. So, you, more than anyone, know 60 days may not be an exact date. But it is a very real clock.
Yep.
And with that last bit of exposition, I finally turn it back over to all of you, who are in a room with Chartreuse. Or sorry, you guys aren't in a room, you guys are out in the center of town. With Chartreuse running, finding you guys, and being like, guys, what was that?
It's time for you to shut the fuck
Everyone.
up and let the adults do their job.
Everyone in the platinum order. We need to figure out what we're doing now.
Well, we only have until, the winter solstice.
I vote tavern.
Well, at least it gives us somewhere to plan.
Yes, preferably not out in the middle of the street. So let's double time
you
it.
guys, the entire town is in a massive panic. Everyone has clearly heard this message.
Yes.
It's going to take longer than it normally would to navigate to a tavern, but it's not going to take more than, 30 minutes. Still, when you make it to the tavern... Give me a second here. When you make it to the tavern... It's completely deserted.
Wait.
You would expect one of two things to be the case, given a end-of-the-world proclamation. Either it's going to be completely full, or it's going to be abandoned. This one's abandoned.
Must be a church nearby.
Probably. You guys sit down in the tavern. There's a lonely barkeep who's just sort of mindlessly polishing some glasses. Not really paying you any mind. He doesn't even seem to notice you guys walk in.
Cool.
He's probably just having a mental breakdown.
You don't need an inside check to figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like a perfectly reasonable time to be having. Yes.
Okay.
If ever there was a good time to just be completely losing it, being told that the world's ending in a month or 2 months is,
pretty good time.
Exactly.
By the way, just for lore keeping purposes, years are 360 days. Months are exactly 30 days.
Okay.
Because fuck 3129.
Yeah.
So you just hate the Julian and Gregorian calendars.
No, 360 days.
If it helps the guy who caused, September, October, November, December to stop being the 7th through 10th months did get stabbed a bunch of times. So there's that.
Yes. Take under consideration that people did get stabbed for fucking with the calendar.
Yes.
Let it be a perfect... It is a perfect 360. Fuck you guys.
Okay, anyways.
Why? That's a number that's really convenient for a signals engineer.
Yeah, exactly.
So, pilot driver goes and sits at the nearest table that has room for everybody.
You guys pulled together a bunch of tables, no issue. No one's gonna stop you.
So, all right.
All right, guys. So here's the thing.
So we have 60 days. Cheers.
Yeah. So, Mom was always herself and rather mercurial with details here. However, she told me enough about how she became her for me to know that this, while it isn't the same thing, sure as shit rhymes. I'm not saying that this guy's going to become a god, although honestly, 1,000-year-old lich, whole bunch of magic stuff, unknown number of undead things, and, just all of that, and a fuck ton of magic items. Pretty damn close. So, this is going to be bad, whatever it is. Also, the whole 2 months thing may or may not be an exact clock. I need one of the nerds here to tell me when the solstice is. because that's probably what it's tied to.
Would I know that?
The best person to probably figure that out is unfortunately not here. Shen.
Jen would know.
Shen would know.
Wait, it's when the solstice is?
Shen intervenes with the planes a lot, and the solstice has a lot to do with...
He's the physics major.
So, the solstice has a lot of properties to it. Tears would know, specifically, the solstice has a lot to do with weakening the walls between planes.
Yep.
The solstice is when the solstice is when the walls between the planes are weakest. And I think Tears would tell this to you guys.
Yep.
And the moment Tears explains this, a very worrying thought probably crosses your mind.
I mean, I just have a couple, but I don't know if I know them in character.
He'd be trying to collapse the plane.
That's still not what I went. But again, I don't remember if Tears knows about the whole split reality thing.
I believe at this point Tears does.
Okay, so if the wall between the planes is thinnest, or all of the planes, there's two material, or like main world. There's chromatic and metallic, whatever the fuck, right? Okay, so presumably the wall there is already pretty thin to begin with because, you know, it was already split in half once, and fairly recently is my understanding. Motherfuckers had 1,000 years, would have known about, or would have been around before it happened, presumably noticed that some shit got weird after some big damn thing. He might be trying to unseparate reality, which would wreak God only knows how much havoc.
Lokar's gone, so it's not like he can maintain his spell on it. It just needs to act on his own.
Okay.
Shit, can any of you bring him back?
Lokar?
I mean, I can cast the spell, but I'm gonna need all the diamonds.
Wait, were we talking about bringing Lokar back?
You guys are discussing that.
Okay. Alright. I was thinking,
Yo.
how exactly was he trapped again?
It wouldn't necessarily matter because it's a true resurrection. You get a new body, correct?
If the soul is free,
Okay.
Well,
Does
if
anyone here
that
have true resurrection?
Yeah, I'm a cleric still.
if that doesn't work, then we can just use the diamonds again to like bring Colgrim back or something.
How do you feel about that, Noah?
Playing 3 characters.
above board, the spell material are consumed upon true resurrection.
So
I think even
So-
fuck business they get.
Okay, so
We might want some help from Zill's cult buddies.
Oh, do we have to?
Okay, so-
the soul
Might be
and
willing to
just see
fight.
if it's free.
Look, we're gonna need all of them trying to figure out how, like, full blood
Yeah.
trying to
Do
figure
we
out
really
how
have the time to be prejudiced against a potential ally?
There's also that.
A potential enemy, too.
better to make them an
Try to kill
ally
us
then.
yet.
No, they're not. They're not enemies.
Ethan, we can hear you.
alright, because I couldn't tell if
We
you
can
guys
hear you.
were.
I was gonna
Alright.
say, I have Gate, by the way. I thought Lokar might have been trapped in some other plane or something. I forget
Okay,
exactly how
I
he was
might need a
trapped.
hand.
A word of
Mhm.
warning about Gate, by the way. Gate must target a location on another plane of existence. You cannot gate to somewhere else on the material.
Cool.
So 2 gates can go anywhere on the material plane.
Correct.
Okay, so I might need you to use that. This kind of sounds like oh shit, we're calling everybody.
Okay, so we have I'm just gonna
Neither I.
Also, a reminder: any god can refuse the existence of a gate if it's within their domain.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so we've got at least 3 objectives.
Several
If we're
more
going
than
to.
that. But go
I'm
on.
saying it. Matthew,
Well, at least
let me
three
work
isn't-
through my map. Let me
Sorry.
say something for a minute, and then you can say whatever the fuck. We have at least 3 objectives that I can think of, Matthew. So we have to do the diplomatic part. Which is getting all the countries to unite against Ebor. We also have the stopping Ebor, and a subset of that is finding his phylactery and presumably destroying it. So, how are we going to do all that in 60 days? That's the important question. Alright, fine. Include whatever else is in the objectives section there, but I was just trying to get us a little organized. Alright, Matthew?
Alright. So
Good.
we're already in the north. And Chartreuse is following us around like a little dog.
Why is he even
Not-
following us?
Dog is probably not the correct animal there. I think leech is a sufficient metaphor for his presence on our existence. But
Why is he following us? Is he here? I'll ask him why he's following us. If he's
Unfortunately, he is incredibly important to stopping the war in our present journey.
there. Yeah.
No offense, Chargers.
So we gotta be nice to him, suck up to him.
A lot taken, thank you.
Oh, wait, I don't say that if he's there. Alva doesn't say that if he's there.
following.
Obviously, we don't insult him if he's there, Matthew.
Yeah.
I thought this was like a Platinum Order only thing, and
No,
Chartreuse
he
is like in the
Yeah, we just,
corner of
like,
the
left him
bar.
outside.
He
He's
is
a part of the order now.
He is in the corner.
Okay, so we can like shit talk him
You
and he
could
won't
shit
care.
talk him.
Okay, in that case, he's a total fucking leech, and I don't like him, but we need him because otherwise it's chaos and bullshit.
So let's be nice to him. Just for a little bit, okay? Just as long as
That's
we...
incredibly
Really
difficult.
depends upon your
I
definition.
know
of
you
kindness.
can do it,
Being as
Lily.
kind as she physically can be.
I don't think I can, although I really don't. I've been trying.
That's why I'm doing that.
He's just the worst.
He is the worst here. He's just the worst.
Talking him.
So maybe if we're splitting up into teams, can I not be on Team Chartreuse?
Then
Is that an option? Do we get preference?
I'm bad for diplomacy, although asshole, wouldn't let me actually try to diplomacy.
Regardless, in terms of how many options we have and the amount of time estimate for each one, it might be necessary to split our efforts.
Yes. Also, above board, I was well, above and also below board. It might be. I was just gonna say, until we had the whole countdown thing, I was going to say that it would be a good idea for us to actually train as practice combat as a team, as opposed to,
I don't think we have.
we all fight like individuals, occasionally supporting one another, but we don't fight as a team.
I don't think any of us are designed above board for team combat, particularly.
I'm not saying what I mean is we all go after one thing or another. We don't. So the almost disaster of multi-character deaths from last fight the chances of that will only increase if we all fight as individuals,
That's
like we usually do.
That's another thing. We also need to replenish on healing supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was Silver speaking, by the way.
But Pile Driver, are you saying like formation
still feel-
fighting and shit?
Not necessarily. I just
You weren't there, so the potions.
Less single targeted.
No.
One person goes after one thing instead of have more than one person go after one enemy type thing, I think is
So
what
it
he's
is
referring
something
to.
you need to have one.
Yeah,
yeah,
above board tiers, it was actually really impressive. You guys had just enough health potions to live that encounter.
I never got to use any of the ones that I have, but
Used
yeah.
4. It was a hard challenge. Okay, well, from my understanding, I think we should probably take a day to gather supplies for whatever respective journeys we need to go on, and then split our efforts through our allies and ourselves to accomplish those 3 main tasks that we have ahead of us.
Well, where do we want to go to do that?
Well,
first we have to. It's not necessarily first, but we do have to get the North on our side.
Yeah, we have to get the North King, the cultists, potentially.
I think
Finding
we
that
can probably
black
get the
green.
cultists. I'm going.
We probably still need to make contact with them, though. It does. They're probably already on our side.
The cultists will probably help. And I'm also kind of going to need to take a couple of you on a field trip.
oh joy.
What did you just say?
Yeah,
Does that relate to the current?
You cut out there. Could you repeat that, please?
No, he just went swap.
I'm going to need to take a few of you on a field trip.
Okay. So I will add that to our list.
Probably the fewer the better.
Kitsune
However,
field trip.
it kind of will be.
Who
But
all
also
needs to go on
kind
that
of-
field trip because that might determine who goes on other things.
Yeah, so I need someone who... Okay, I can only get to the Shadowfell. And there's no trees there with... No living trees there for me to gate my way over to the Feywild. So I'm gonna need someone to help me get back.
I wonder if I can cast a spell that would create trees in the Feywild. I think there's that one ritual casting one where I do it for like 8 hours. It massively makes
Elva,
it grow.
you're going to...
What's that?
You're going to be having some fun learning about a couple of different gods.
But if Alva goes, we can't teleport.
Okay, so we all teleport, or whoever's going teleports to Drumbin, because I assume that there's going to be at least a few of you needed there. I probably don't need too long in the Shadowfell.
Are we not working to get to
Keyword
the
on
king?
probably.
Yeah, look, man, stuff gets weird over there.
Regardless, if this is a necessary side journey we need to do, we don't have much choice in the matter, and we'll just have to split our forces even more and rely more on our allies to help accomplish some of the tertiary goals.
If we can get the cultists on our side, given that they've stayed underground for so long,
If
maybe.
I may speak up for this for a moment, this is a part of the gate spell. Everyone look in chat.
You say Lokar.
So I can just send it.
My point being is you can cast sending to have him call you back.
Wait, to have who call who back?
To have Alva call me back.
Does that only work for one user, though?
It's only one creature, I think.
It draws a creature through, however, the gate can remain for up to a minute, hypothetically.
Yeah.
So you could.
Because there were a few times that it was used to teleport a couple people.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll work.
So you're gonna go and we're gonna summon you back.
I normally don't cut it as a DM, but I did want to let you know the cards you had on the table.
Okay. Also,
Thank
does
you.
Does Gate have a spell component? No, it's... Oh, wait.
A diamond worth at least 5,000 GP.
Okay,
Which
that's
it
really
doesn't
expensive.
consume.
You
Which
do
it doesn't
have
consume.
one.
Yeah, and you
I
have
have
two
the
of
money
them.
if we need to go hunt
It
down
doesn't
more
consume
diamonds.
It does not consume it.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't consume? Okay, cool. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Also,
good
we're
then.
going to have Lily with the cultists because they can probably open the door to talk to Tiamat somehow. And we're going to have to get her involved.
Okay, I understand your point in terms of getting the cultists and Tiamat involved. Why does Lily have to be involved with the Tiamat? Has
By
her
the way,
brother-
it's not Tiamat cultist, it's Cult of the Dragon God. Just a reminder.
Yeah, there is a difference
cool.
there.
I need you to understand how little Tears gives a fuck.
Really?
Look, man. If the god isn't cuddly and soft, Tears doesn't fucking care. Or her aunt.
I thought that's just you.
Look, man, all of the kids tonight are just an extension of me being fucking alright, okay?
I do want to note that Tiamat probably won't be of much help, because I don't think they have very much influence over this plane.
I mean, but still, this seems like something that she should know about, and she did kind of start low-key talking to me, but I don't have a good way to start talking to her. Wait, fuck, Zill. Tell her all of this shit.
Confused why you wanted to rope me into the Tiamat shenanigans, although we are frog friends, and that is very, very, very generous of her. I do think there might be a better emissary in terms of speaking with her. Not me, Zill.
Also, if
We'll
we
keep
want
you
to
in
add it
reserve.
on to the
You
plane,
might
we could
be
look
back
into
now.
Drakmir's origins as well.
Or, we could also talk to Bahamut. There's no reason
See if
that
he
we
knows
can't.
anything, but with how the gods have been going on throughout the past few years, they probably won't tell us shit.
So,
I mean, do you know anyone in the plane that...
I know of no
Bahamut's
gods
in?
other than the ones that we've met.
Well,
No, just
Colgrim
like-
is up there.
Well, we could
I can't talk to him.
go to...
I can.
Go talk to him. Because I can't.
And for the record, I think I should selfishly be on the hunt down phylactery team, because, I mean, whoever
It's
did...
kind of the basis of your build, so yes.
Yeah, whichever group of people made this shit points to his arm. I mean,
so I currently see
they're closer than anyone else.
I currently see 4 teams. We have the cultist team, the northern team, the Ebor team, and the Lokar team, which mostly involves asking the East about the diamonds.
I mean, it is possible
Wait,
to
don't we have them all on us? Because
to put the cultist
I
team
have,
as
like,
the secondary
3/5 of the
objective as well.
How much diamonds do you need for that spell?
Good question.
25,000.
25,000 gold worth.
Yeah.
And
So we
Mason
just need
has
to basically find a place where we can
15k
buy
worth of
diamonds.
They did mention something
can
about when we spoke with the East last. They mentioned something about acquiring diamonds, correct?
Did they?
They did.
They did.
I don't
Either by
remember.
trading in monster
Which we have not been doing.
things or
Wait,
know,
are you
they
talking
need
about
gold. We could
the
always
bag
opt-
that we got that let us like sell things?
yeah.
Bag of quick sell, yes.
I thought
Bag
just
that we
gave
have
us like
never used.
I thought, yeah,
You've
I thought that
used
just
it.
gave us like coins and stuff. Can we use it to get diamonds? Because that's pretty cool.
You can try. Remember, you...
They have to be of equal value.
Mason...
Oh, and I also still need the character sheet for my griffin.
Right. Give me the details on that again, and I'll make that at some point. But for purposes of combat, you do have it, and if we get into combat, I'll do that before combat starts. Okay?
It's Summon Greater Steed.
Right, and I believe it does have flying.
Yes.
Yeah, so you do have something with the fly speed that you can mount for purposes of navigation, whatever. Anyway, Mason, roll a history check.
Okay.
See, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one. 15. You seem to recall the way the Quicksell bag was described was they come as a group that are linked amidst one another. It's sort of like a shared bag of holding. And whatever someone desires, they can pull out of it. So hypothetically, there may be diamonds in there. But the other part of it is it needs to be equivalent exchange. It keeps track of gold value put through each end. So if you want to pull something out, you need to give something up.
Can we just dump a bunch of gold in the bag and try to pull out a diamond?
That sounds like it. Sounds like what Matt's saying.
Or objects themselves.
Okay, cool.
We need 10,000
10,000.
more. 10,000.
All right, I have
Do you wanna-
8. I have
Would you want to keep
8,000.
one of your? Wouldn't you want to keep one of your diamonds so you could castigate?
That's true. That is a good point. You're correct about that.
So-
Much of a diamond.
Yes.
What was it? 5,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
15,000.
Probably 15,000. That way you can keep one to cascade, correct?
Well, if I keep one to cascade, then I only have 10,000.
So you need 15,000.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can contribute 8 to that.
I can contribute
Wait.
4.
I can contribute. How much do you need?
Oh, you guys are talking. Oh, you guys are talking in thousands. Holy shit.
Yes, I can contribute
One on
8
gold, yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I
I
have
can
12,000
just throw
gold. I
5.
have 2,500 platinum. How much do you need?
So we need
Not- it's not
15,000
including, it's
in
not
total.
including the gems that I have already.
Wait, did you say 2,500 platinum?
What?
Yeah, 2,500.
Holy crap! You could just afford
Hey
this.
guys,
why
you
don't
don't
we
know
have-
that I have all the money. I mean, oops, what? Hi, I'm the fairy godmother. If you've been wanting something, I've probably been buying it for you.
Anti-scrying ring for Drachmir next?
What?
Can we get an anti-scrying ring for Drachmir next?
How much is that?
I don't know, like 1,000 or 10,
Oh,
maybe?
sure, let's do it.
Let's
Cool.
maybe focus on the task at hand.
Okay, I'm gonna put 3k towards it then. Sorry, 3 1.
I'll put 4,000.
That's 7,000 out of 15. I can do the next 8.
How much do you guys? How much would you need?
So you guys put 15,000 gold in the bag.
Well, we're currently
Alright.
at 7,000. If you want to contribute any, say so before I add any more.
We got it
Lily's
covered.
doing 3, Core's doing 4.
How much is platinum worth? 10
gold.
gold.
100 gold with 10 gold each.
You're adding
So
5k?
Tears is adding 5, so that we're at 12. I can add 3 easily.
Sure.
So you guys put 15 in the bag. Why the fuck are you guys so rich?
Because we killed
Oh,
the
Mason,
Leviathan
you
and I was the only one that wanted to go loot it.
What the fuck?
Do you remember that?
Wait,
Jason,
What?
we
those are
got
diamonds,
the
we need
15k.
It only has
Are
to add
those two
15K,
gems
we're
are
already
the-
over
oh
it.
yeah, never mind. That's dumb.
Those are the 2 rubies that you have.
Oh.
Yeah, don't do
no,
that.
yeah.
So we put 15k in the bag.
Yeah, you remember Gelson when we went to that one demi-water plane?
Yeah,
And we killed that Leviathan, and I was like, can I go loot it?
yeah,
And then
I
he
just
gave me all the
died.
money.
yeah.
What? Demi water plane.
That long.
It was a while ago.
It was a
That
while
was a long
ago.
while ago.
Was that between the time I left and came back?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking Helena invested in crypto at the right time.
Helena paved chaotic
Pretty
routine.
much. Helena just invested in Bitcoin when the entire world didn't know what Bitcoin
Oh wait,
was.
you mean you guys don't want to go loot it? I dived out. Can I go loot it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Can
I
I be
remember
chaotic
that.
greedy? I'm not
Okay.
gonna tell anyone.
So,
We put 15K in the
just
bag.
to check who has the quick sell bag in their inventory. Someone should have it in there.
Probably
Mason.
Helena.
Mason?
Oh, Mason has it.
Mason has it.
I don't. Oh, what? I do? Okay. Alright, I guess I have it. I hold it out for
Like,
everyone.
Okay, so everyone puts 15,000 gold in it.
Come back.
Mason,
Alright.
what do
I'm
you
gonna
desire
try-
from the bag?
I am going to try to pull out 3 diamonds wait, hold on, before I say, does it have to be one like gem? Okay,
No,
it just says
25,000
diamond.
diamonds.
It says
Alright, I'll just
diamonds
pull out
worth-
I'll just pull out 3 diamonds worth 5,000 each.
This is a big roll.
Wait, never mind.
Yeah, you already said it.
Are we
but-
just gonna get some fucking like shit that isn't diamonds then for 15,000 gold?
We'll put
As
it
a-
back and do
I
it
would've-
again.
As a reminder, if it doesn't exist, you will pull out nothing. It just means
And just
it
not
isn't
get the
there.
gold back. And just not
We'll
get
get
the
it
gold back.
eventually.
You can pull out the gold
Maybe.
if you want the gold back.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like it's like there's that much in the account.
As a
And
reminder,
it's like we're trying to buy something on Amazon.
Oh, so this
and it
is
might
whether or
be in
not the
stock.
East like found the diamonds.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah,
now,
it depends on what
as a
kind.
reminder, you guys put in a note in there. No guarantee that they would get the note, but you, when requesting for diamonds, you put in a note saying like, "Hey, next time we send in materials or other stuff, can we get diamonds instead?" Right?
Yeah.
So you guys did request that. It's a twofold question. Did the East find the note? Because they would need to actively desire a note. Now it's a zero monetary thing, so it didn't give you anything one way or the other, but anyone could have pulled that out. Second, did they find the diamonds? Mason, high or low?
Aye.
Ooh.
High. Okay. One more time, Mason. High or low?
We're high rollers here.
Yeah, it is Matthew we're talking
Ha-
about.
Big money, no whammies.
Okay. You feel a weight in your hand.
Come on.
And you pull out 2 diamonds, each at 5,000 GP.
We lost.
Now, the 5,000 gold is still
Okay.
in there. You could pull that out, but what that means is...
We now are in possession of all of the 5,000 GP diamonds in the world. Also, I need to pick up pizza right now.
Now, it just means that they weren't able to find more than 2. To tell you how this worked mechanically,
mind,
yes, they
but-
found the note. I rolled a D4 minus 1. I rolled a 3. So you guys found 2. All right.
You know what,
we
Mason?
can get
You
like
know-
5 1K diamonds. Fuck it. See what happens.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Here's the thing, though. For Gate, you specifically need a single diamond worth 5,000 GP.
So we can just see if we can get 5 1K ones. And it's
For
the
the
same
resurrection.
monetarily for resurrection.
It's possible.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. I have been talking.
You guys are closer than you guys have ever been.
Do we
I
have to bring
like-
Lokar back?
Probably.
Unfortunate.
I like the idea of 5 1,000 GP diamonds.
That means someone needs to be on Diamond Squad to be able to hunt them down.
Well, no, we could just pull them out of the bag.
We could try, but there's no guarantee that they found 1,000 GP diamonds.
Well, we may as well try. We don't lose any money for it.
Worth of diamonds.
Yeah, there's no cost.
Yeah, but okay,
It doesn't have to be any particular.
you can try to pull them out of the bag, but I don't know if the East has the diamond capacity to do 1,000 diamonds. Like, those are still rare.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just try it out because we can't lose. Anything.
You pull your hand out of the bag and nothing emerges, just air.
Okay, guess we have we are in possession of all of the diamonds that the East has.
You have 500 gold value.
These are some big diamonds. Yeah. We'll get like
Well,
diamond
5,001
dust.
gold diamonds.
Yes, I'm gonna like stick a cup in there, fill this with like diamond dust, worth 1 GP each.
I think it might be best if someone looks at like a treasury that regularly does gems to gold exchanges and see if we can get 5,000 worth there. Maybe pick something up at jeweler.
To go there.
Or maybe there's a diamond in Lokar's establishment.
Yeah, we should
Potentially,
be making him pay for his own resurrection, TBH.
But regardless, someone does need to be on Team Diamonds. Oh, and Team Random Tiers stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what do we do
So-
now?
We pick team.
So Tears, you
where-
go to resurrection, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
where do you think Pile Driver would be best employed? In this.
Ooh. I
Because
Primary objectives are diplomacy with the king and finding the phylactery, with the Kitsune field trip and the cult being secondary objectives.
And
Well,
I mean,
I could get the cult pretty easy if they are willing to
Well,
join.
you're also probably going to be on primary objective of diplomacy with the North because
Yeah,
you're our diplomacy guy.
but like the
So-
cult could be
Which
one
which
that
probably
can-
means I should be there to keep an eye on Zill.
yes.
You could also,
not
yeah,
only
you could
should
be the emissary
Also,
from
al-
East.
also, I am an emissary for. I'm not a diplomat plenipotentiary, but
Yeah, you
It's
sort of
not
serve
am I?
as a
do I have plenipotentiary powers? Because
Yeah, it could be me, Pile Driver, and Helena, and we represent the three. Well, I don't represent anything, but we represent like the three
Nations.
nations. Yeah.
Hey,
Well, the two other ones.
Mason's also a diplomat, but he has to do other stuff because wizard.
Dara, I do
Yeah.
hear you. What is it you're trying to say?
oh, I'm just acknowledging. Helena, Zill, and Pile Driver should be on Team Diplomacy with a secondary mission with a secondary objective of cultists. I think that sounds good.
Also, it is secondary a thing with Pile Driver being along, as if he finds out that what Zill did, he can just dispense justice immediately.
Yeah, no, we're going to need to do not that. I understand that it would be in character,
Now's
but
not
that's the
the
thing that if
time.
we want it to go well, no.
Yeah, but
Because to be perfectly honest, Pile Driver does that a significant part of our chance of not getting completely murked by whatever doomsday bullshit goes out the window, and Tears is just going to dip back to the Feywild.
yeah,
What are we talking about Pile Driver doing?
So
killing
basically,
Killing
Zill,
you.
don't get caught, you asshole.
yes.
I will do my best.
Don't get caught until we bring Lokar back, then do whatever.
If a Zill pops somebody's head and nobody's around to see it, did the head really get popped?
I think the mother
think-
would say yes.
I think the next best thing would be to have the three stooges who got kidnapped previously, Chen, Lily, and Core, do the southern investigating bullshit.
Yeah.
Silver raises
Yeah,
her
fine.
hands at this. Or raises her hand at this.
Yes.
I may not be the most aware, but I have been to the south before, and I don't think you guys have.
I lived there.
Well, the others.
Silver, we'd love to have you.
That's-
You need to pick up a team anyway, but
That's
are you
not
sure?
my point.
Oh.
I don't think it's a good idea to go with just 3 of us.
So have that be
I'm not convinced that...
secondary
going forward-
or not a secondary objective, but a step 2 primary objective.
Going
Yeah.
south right now seems very risky.
Yeah.
Maybe what should be done just above board is is maybe send some people back to the other nations to try to get support.
I think that we've got
Like we could cast. Someone could cast.
Like they seem to be chill.
Well, we need to figure out where the phylactery is and research on what Lokar is doing. If there's an alternative location that we can accomplish both of those goals, I'm down to hear it. And it is risky, yes, but we still need to figure this out at some point.
Primary
60
objective.
days.
Step one,
Step-
primary
Yep.
objective, secure diplomacy.
Diplomacy and maybe even Lokar at the same time.
Well,
I
yeah,
think it'd
that's
be better
doable.
to
We
bring
can-
back Lokar inside Drumbin and not.
Yeah,
well,
we
yeah,
can,
and we're gonna need
we
to
can do
anyway.
that secondary search for a set of diamonds while we're doing diplomacy, perhaps, or somebody else.
Alternative suggestion. What if the remainder of the party who doesn't go to the diplomacy option in the north goes to Drumbin the east and west to both drum up support, do research on what Lokar is doing and where the phylactery is, and acquire diamonds?
Are we just leaving the
That's
north
certainly
behind
an
and we're
option.
going without them?
That would give us access to Lokar's material, Ebor's old lab, or I guess your old lab, and then we can communicate telepathically with the East and West pretty readily.
That's my question. Zill, do you have sending?
I do not.
No, none of us
I
have
could.
sending.
I
so-
could have sending. I could have 3 uses of sending. No, 5 uses of sending.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking best case for when we're done, somebody's going to need to come pick us up as quickly as possible. We can't spend time.
Silver,
traveling
you're
anymore.
free to go with whomever. But I think everyone besides
I
who's
think everyone besides Team Diplomacy should go to Drumbin.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
Tears can do whatever
I'm
is
just saying.
necessary.
I think I
When
should stay
we're
up
done.
north.
When we're
Okay.
done, we need to have somebody cast teleport to get to us and get us back as fast as we can.
I was just
Josh,
gonna say, I don't know if we should be abandoning the north.
You don't know if we should be
When
what?
spend so much time
We're not abandoning the North. We're sending people to go.
Yeah, we're splitting into 2 teams. One's going to go do diplomacy in the north. One's going to go to Drumbin and do stuff. And I'm just saying, when diplomacy team is done, we need somebody to come pick us up. Because we can't spend the time traveling on foot anymore.
Yeah, we don't have that luxury.
We don't have
Especially
that
not
luxury.
now that we have Gate. We don't need to.
Well, doesn't that only work on different planes? We're not
Oh
on a
yeah,
different
it would
plane.
take 2 days.
Yeah, it would be
We
as
need to
fast
use
as we can,
teleports.
but that's still faster than...
That's a 30th of how long we have left to go. This
Yeah,
2 days.
2 days.
Unless we can find a teleport scroll.
Regardless, I think. Regardless, Alpha can go between the 2 groups as needed for teleporting as well as in help. But I think, Drachmir, you're free to pick who you may. But I think that's a solid plan in terms of everyone else go do research, try to acquire diamonds, and secure the alliances in the east and the west, while the other people go to secure northern alliances. This also gives us communication between all the parties that are forming this alliance. So, it's probably smart. And we still avoid the south.
Yep. Because that's going to need to be
Everyone.
Alva will start by going north. If he might teleport between people later, but
So,
We're probably going to want Alva to, if he's willing to teleport everyone who's going to Drummond to Drummond, because we really don't have time.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
so
Alpha should
I
probably
think that's
stay
the
with-
game plan. Everyone who wants to stay and do diplomacy and babysit Chartreuse can stay here. Everyone else will get teleported to Drumbin with Alva, and then Alva can teleport back to help be a point of contact if necessary.
Yeah. All right, if that's the plan, I need the list of everyone going to Drumbin.
Me.
Well, pile driver is
Did
staying.
Drakmir make a
Put it in chat
decision?
if you're going to Drumbin.
Did who make a
Did Drakmir
decision?
decide where he's
Drakmir is
going?
going to Drumbin with you guys.
I thought he'd go with Helena. Okay.
Yeah, Helena's... Or, actually, no. Then in that case... Yeah.
So yes, he's going to Drumbin.
Her and Helena are staying in the north.
Yes. He's going to Drumbin.
Okay.
Well, that might not include Tears, but...
Silver's staying, right?
When I'm going.
Silver is
Oops,
saying...
sorry. Yep. Ignore that.
Lily, Tears, Core, Alva, Drakmir.
Jen.
Ben.
Ken. Oops. I knew I was forgetting someone.
Alright, Chen can go to Drumbin as well.
There is that the list of who's going to Drumbin.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Alva's probably going to be going back though. Wait, so who's staying?
Yeah.
Yep.
The people who are actually going to be staying is Lily, Core, Drakmir, Jen.
Tears. And Tears will go do something else, probably.
Tears will go do something else.
Well, who's
Yeah,
going?
here's
To,
our shift.
who's all going in the? So Alva,
So, Team North.
That
Also,
should be
for-
accurate, Team North.
Okay. Alva, do you want to cast Teleport?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Well, let's head to.
With no issues whatsoever, locking onto Lokar's teleportation circle. You teleport to Drumbin. Pile driver, you are left with a mysterious bit of a mysterious request from Tears. Protect Zil. Protect Zil. Strange, you think to yourself. But that will have to be dealt with later. Now.
Oh, wait, really quick. Did we have
Need to
any?
know that I have my attack up.
Did we have any? So because we're gonna need to like. I'll ask that later. Never mind.
You guys make it to Drumbin, and clearly, this is not the peaceful town you left. Immediately upon walking out into the open, the entire town is looking at you. Most of them worried, children hugging at their parents' feet, but looking on. Because each time you come back, there's news, one way or another. So they look on you with bated breath. What do you guys do?
Part of me to give that speech from Independence Day, but you know, that's not really the time right now. That's for the final siege.
Hello, everybody.
We've got to project confidence.
We're here to do some shopping. And also some research. If anyone can help facilitate that, that would be greatly appreciated. As we're working to stop this whole shenaniganry. Right, Tears?
Yeah, we're gonna need Andromeda and her team.
Yeah.
Alva's just gonna say to the crowd, "Don't worry, we have plans."
And they involve spending money to fuel your economy.
Not just that. Lily.
Just that, but that's also a non-significant portion of the
That'll be a
reason.
side effect, yes, but not.
Yeah, but that is our sort of primary purpose in this town, and you know they're all staring at me, Tears, and I don't know. Okay. No. Can you guys? People that.
I'm just gonna kind of look around.
Oh, you're not. You
You're
were
clearly fed up, like, yours just kind of go flat, but in irritation, and just loudly pronounce, "Make a hole!"
All
And
right.
start walking towards our fort.
You start walking towards where?
The fort.
Yes.
All right.
Shouldn't we go to Lokar's place because that's where all the important books are?
Tears has her own objectives, so she goes off and makes her way towards a nearby tree, cuts a hole in it, and steps through.
Where the diamonds are kept in this town. A jeweler or the treasury, wherever the fuck they are, I'm heading towards the diamonds.
Andromeda's shop. Diamonds are useful tools.
Where do you guys go?
I guess quick stop at a jeweler and or Andromeda's. See if we can get some diamonds worth money. And then going to the place. Going to Lokar's house, right?
You were just at Lokar's house, but yes, you could go out to Andromeda.
Oh, we're okay.
Yeah, you teleport into Lokar's house.
Can we
I
send
guess find
Shen into
Siva.
Lokar's house to start reading through the books while we go and look for shit?
You could do a precursory glance, but you're not going to find anything useful with a brief amount of time. Research of this nature does constitute downtime. That will take 6 days.
Can we find a Ziva and ask if there is a 5,000 GP diamond or diamonds that amount to 5,000 worth of gold? Or is she out doing stuff?
She is out, and something you guys see, you thought you would have never. Well, you see, she's out in her draconic form, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen this once before when Zill had the birdcage incident, but other than that, she usually retains her human form. She is perched on a house nearby. You notice some tiles off of the roof have shattered on the ground nearby where they've presumably coupled under her weight. Buckled under her weight. And she seems to be surveying the town, just sort of keeping an eye on everything. Clearly, after that statement, she's a bit on edge and is not. She's in a bit of a, let's say, sentry mode.
We go talk to her?
Does anyone have the ability to fly?
Can't we just...
How far off the ground is it?
She's on a 2-story building.
Okay, how far off the ground is
roof.
Can you not just shout to her?
You can shout to her.
it? We'll just do that then.
Alright. So you're shouting to Ziva?
She briefly looks down at you, but then... And clearly you've got her attention, but she's still peering out in the distance.
Okay. How tall in feet would you say it is?
It's a 2-story
Are we
building.
Are we diamond buying?
Like 20 feet.
We're about to see if we can get a free diamond.
20, 30 feet, yeah.
So I take out 20, 30 feet of rope. Probably 35, give me a little leeway. I cast rope trick, and I climb up the rope to go talk to Ziva.
Okay,
That's a useful stuff.
sure.
I've already done this once.
I know. It's just so stupid.
It is. And the best part is it's not concentration, so if I need to climb more than 60 feet, I can just cast another and then keep going.
No, you cannot.
There's no rules against it.
My
It
interpretation of
ends
rope
in
trick.
an extra dimensional space. So,
Yeah. My interpretation is
like-
because it ends in a portal to an extra dimensional space, you would go through the extra dimensional space first, so no.
Okay. Regardless, though, I go to talk to Ziva.
Yeah.
Swinging vines.
There was no real point in that. You already had her attention, but you cast rope trick.
Well, hi, Ziva.
She, again, acknowledges you, but doesn't really respond in any particular way.
Do you know where we can get diamonds? Does Lokar have any? You know, gaudy rings, family heirlooms.
Not that I could think of.
We are very close to bringing him back
Quiet.
from his vacation.
Right. I'd love to help you look, but I'm a bit preoccupied at the moment.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
End the war?
Understandable. Okay, would you like a ration? You look, I don't know, very busy.
I want to see art of this, just like giant looming dragon Lily. Would you like a ration in these trying times? Like I just imagine it's the Danny DeVito meme. Would you like a ration in these trying times?
I mean, does she want food? She's probably hungry.
She turns you down.
Okay. Bye, Ziva.
Farewell. Best of luck.
Okay.
Where we're going, we don't need the goddamn fucking.
Alright, and then we head towards the nearest jeweler and or treasury and or wherever the fuck the diamonds are in Drumbin. I assume we would know.
Andromeda, hopefully, maybe.
Which do you want, Andromeda or actually, I don't think there's a jeweler in Drumbin. No, there is. The jeweler who made the neck. Actually, no. I'm thinking of the East. There is one particular jeweler you know who Far was on really good terms with.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Charles, yes.
Yes. But that's in the East.
Is there a treasury or a...
There is not one in Drummond.
Okay, is there like... So would our best chance be the church and or Andromeda to get diamonds?
Up to you.
Alright, how about you check the church, I check Andromeda's place.
Alright, fair enough.
And I go to talk to Andromeda.
Dominic, when you go, I will keep you informed generally on things going on. If there's a particular decision you want to make, you're welcome to let me know over text, but I understand if you need to go.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I know my one goal would be to try to attempt to acquire the Dragon Mask before leaving the town, but I know that might not happen, so it's fine. But yeah, I will,
That's going to be a costly endeavor. In that case,
I'm aware.
We're going to try and switch to Dominic for now to let him finish up what he needs to do in town before...
It's kind of funny, because I have to leave in, like, a minute or two.
Cool.
We can always, like, retroactively do the store interaction.
That wouldn't make sense. It's too powerful of an item.
Alright, well then...
It would be made aware.
I see. Okay, well, we can always come back for it, I guess.
Forces are in play now, where I can't exactly... I don't want to split the party more than I need to at the current moment. We'll just say forces are in play, as you guys start to make your way to Corwin Ogier.
What the fuck?
Corwin Ogier, the northern capital.
Okay.
I told you guys this
I do have
last
to head
session.
out now.
Alright. I'll let you know if there's
Alright.
anything really important, Dominic.
All right.
Yeah,
Peace, y'all.
Alright, so we'll start with Core in the church.
All right. Core's been here before, so I just could kind of walk in, see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. The church is packed. More than you've ever seen it before. Several people praying. Sisters are trying to make peace. You see a little girl frantically running to and fro with offerings, incense. She looks stressed. I forget. Core was there for the funeral, yes?
Maybe?
Does anyone remember? Was Core present when Colgrim...
There for the funeral. I don't remember Core being there, but I'm not sure.
I don't think he was. That was before.
Yeah, that was before they went south
Yeah.
to go do things.
Right. So you would not recognize this little girl.
Mm-hmm.
All I'll say about this little girl is she seems very motivated, very self-assured, and... yeah. She stands out to you, we'll say.
Alright. I guess I try and weave through the crowd and approach her, I guess.
Okay. You do that.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I talk to you for a second?
Lathander's light be upon you. Can I help?
I'm with the Platinum Order. I was here to see if maybe, potentially, there were diamonds for the ritual use. Well, you probably know.
You're trying to bring him back?
Bring someone back at least. Never really met him.
Well, I'm not sure if he'll answer the call, but I'll see if we have any.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh God. She thinks we're bringing back Colgrove.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Unintentionally, Core dodged the question perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, intentionally for Noah, unintentionally
No,
for Core.
I had a feeling that's what you were going for, and I was absolutely about to play into it. The problem is,
You don't have that.
Tears is gone at the moment.
Yeah. It's a tomorrow thing.
It is a tomorrow thing.
That's right. War of Dragons continues Sunday in a special Peach episode.
Special what episode?
Beach.
As if we have time for a beach episode.
I don't know, man. I've never once seen a final battle set on a beach. I've seen a couple of beginning
Yo,
battles
that'd be
set
sick.
Honestly, it would. Two battles
That would
in
make-
the middle
that
of a landlocked country in the middle of a
And
continent.
actually, that makes me think of Percy Jackson versus Ares.
Yeah. All right.
That was on a beach. I hate sand.
Poor.
It's
High
close
or
enough.
low?
What? Huh? Big money, no whammies. It's high. Why is that on my hand? Guys, I think I gave myself carpal at work.
She runs back to you. and says, I'm so sorry. We've had a lot of people coming in lately requiring the use of greater restoration. Our stores of diamonds are... Well, we don't have much at the moment. None that we can spare.
Okay. That's fair. Sorry for keeping you. Looks like you're all doing great work for these people. Now the time for...
I'm sure if you could bring him back, he'll be able to help.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Hope so.
I hope he can come back.
Well, all we can do is try.
Alright. Anything else you want to do while at the church, Noah?
Probably just look at the statue and just silently hope my family who's in the south is either safe or surviving at the very least. And then walk out.
Okay. Drakmir, meanwhile, is sauntering around town. Lily, as you are there, and Alva, did you teleport back at this point, or are you still in Drummond?
I'm still there. I'm probably gonna gate back in the evening, so then I can sleep and then gain all my spells back.
Gate back where? Gate goes to another plane.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of a different...
I mean, you can just cast teleport at a higher level, my guy.
You can.
That is true.
So technically, you could do free teleports and then the gate.
Yeah, I could. Well, I could do 3 teleports, but then I wouldn't be able to gate.
Yep.
So, wait. Did you guys get the diamonds while I was getting food, or do we have the diamonds?
No, we have exactly the number needed to cast.
You have exactly 5.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're saving 1 so I can cast gate.
Use it.
What?
Well, we need to at least 1 to bring Tears back.
It's my understanding that gate doesn't consume the diamond.
Yeah,
It
but
does
we
not
might need
consume
to
the diamond.
We might need to consume the diamond. So what if we just wait for Tears to come back and then we eat the diamond and just bring Lokar back?
That was kind of my understanding of how this was going to go.
I mean,
considering I'm the only person who can bring Lokar back.
I mean, I do still want to be able to use gate after that, and
yes,
it's not like we can't afford it, so it's mostly just
regardless of how much you want to bring Lokar back, without the fox here,
you cannot. Yeah.
Well, Alva's problem is the fact that he wants to keep one of them not touched by the spell, so we need 5k more to compensate. I was explaining it to Fenrir because there was some confusion there.
Yeah.
We have plenty of money, it's just...
You took another 9th level because you had 2 spells, right?
Yeah, my other one is True Polymorph.
Which
can permanently turn someone into a dragon, by the way. How many party members here have a stat block better than like an adult dragon? I doubt many of them.
Pick me. I'll be a dragon. Can't use a bow, but I'll be a dragon.
Oh wait,
I think I have a similar amount of health. I'm not an adult dragon. I'm not even Gavin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the highest level thing I could polymorph you into is, I'm pretty sure, has better stats than like all of us.
I will point out, you lose all of your class abilities if you polymorph into a dragon.
That is true, but you are also a dragon.
I'm not using them anyway. I mean, what?
It is just something to be aware of. If you are a dragon, you do lose all your class abilities.
Helena's final form, she's just dead ass a dragon.
Yeah. Alright.
Wait, perfect character arc?
Alright, so...
Ends the campaign as a dragon.
Alva, you notice as Drakmir seems to saunter about the room for a little while, seemingly nervous. And then without a word, he flies out.
Hey, where you go? Does he hear me?
He's far too fast for you, and he seems to be dashing.
He's also far too stealthy.
You are able to see him as his figure seems to go out towards the mountain. To your best guess, that's where he's going. To what end is a mystery.
Is anyone else up?
Lily.
Just Lily?
What would you like to do once you arrive at Andromeda's store? Sarah! Talking to you.
Into you! Can you not hear me?
Now I
We can hear
can.
you now.
I would like to knock on the door.
You knock on the door. No one answers.
Can I try to open it?
The door opens. It's Blue at the front desk. Of course he wouldn't answer. He's mute.
You can knock
Okay,
back.
well, they could have had a little bell or something installed. I don't fucking know. I wave.
He waves back and quickly gives you a hug.
Oh, I was not expecting that today, but it's quite appreciated after the bullshit I've dealt with in the past 72 hours. Multiple days. I was accused of murder. I dealt with a very annoying person. Okay.
He flips to his flip book, and you notice this is a newer flip book. This is a newer page on his flip book because, like, the most common ones he uses are on like the front pages.
1 and 2.
This is like beyond page 100, and you see a little divider where like you see the name Lily, and then he flips to one where it's just like, "Did you set them on fire?"
They framed me. It was really bullshit. I didn't do anything, and I had to deal with someone with the common sense of a slug eating salt.
He flips 2 pages, and there are variations of "Did you set blank on fire?" So he flips from "Did you set him on fire?" to "her on fire" to "someone on fire."
No. What?
Flips one
Well,
more.
okay.
Fire.
Flips one
Actually-
more. Flips one more. Something.
Actually, I did
Did start
set
a fire.
someone on fire, but she deserved it. She summoned Asmodeus and ripped out her own dad's spine. That was fucking whack. I also got kidnapped, so she deserved it, okay?
Flips another page. Whoa.
He pauses
Wait.
for a moment,
Fuck.
goes back several pages towards the beginning, and is just like, "Are you okay?"
Working on it.
Make us mentally.
Really working on it. It would really help me if you happen to have any diamonds you could spare.
He looks around and thinks for a moment.
Pay, too. We don't need this for a handout.
Lily. High or low? What? I can't hear you. Okay.
Rocky Mountain High.
What's wrong with your mic all of a sudden? Do you want to try disconnecting and reconnecting to Discord? If you wouldn't mind.
Oh, give me a second. Hello?
Better.
How's this? Is this better?
That I can hear you, but you're quiet.
It's not going to be optimal because we have two people in the same room.
Ah.
I wonder what that reminds me of.
Well, with that subtle roast, I need to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back, and then I'll tell you the results.
So Mason discovered that we can just turn a creature into any non-magical object that we want.
So we need to go find Flurmps just to make Zill happy? Or insert less nice creature here.
We'll just steal some livestock.
Yeah, like we can just like, hey, can we buy this chicken off you? Okay, cool. Okay. Diamond. So technically we can do this in 3 days without needing to get a diamond. In 2 if we get a diamond.
Yeah, how many diamonds can we create?
Yes.
I mean, it
Or
depends on
healing
how
potions.
much it turns it into a diamond. Like, does a
We
chicken
can just
become
turn
a-
big enemy into a big ass healing potion. There's so much video game logic in that. It's hurting my brain.
Wait, we could take something and turn it into a tank.
Well, that's a.
Alright. I'm back.
Artillery bombardment against this phylactery for the win.
I'm back.
Matt, have you checked the chat?
Just kill the entire world while we're at it, too.
Have I checked the general chat? No, I have not.
Roll 20.
Roll 20, chat. Because we figured out a cheat code. I mean, why not make it a fucking 10k? Who cares?
I mean, genuinely, this, like, yeah, you're not even wrong. This is just a 9th level spells moment.
Yeah, you can just make a 25k diamond. It's hysterical. All it takes is a 1 9th level spell to break the economy. Jewelers hate him. Find out why.
I think I looked into that, actually. When it says an object, it can't be any... I don't believe it could be anything with a gold value associated with it.
Why not smiley face?
Yeah, why not smiley face?
For that very reason that it would break the economy.
Matt. This is a 9th level spell.
Matt, this is some real munchkinism going on. No, wait, no,
I'm aware.
I think they're okay with it breaking the economy.
Dude, there's a dragon sitting on a house right now, and we're talking about the economy. Let this man make crypto.
I'll turn Zill into diamonds.
Let me check.
I mean, if they addended it to rules that can't be a significant amount of money, fine, whatever. But
let me check.
Wait, wouldn't like almost any object have an associated gold value?
Yes.
You can't turn it into magical objects, so no magic items. But diamonds aren't. They're just a gem.
You know, we could play a sick prank and turn Zill into a wand.
We'll prank him by turning him into a rock and just leaving him somewhere.
It's just
forever.
like Sergeant Major Johnson said.
It becomes permanent if I focus on it for an hour.
Right.
So it'll just stay that way.
We can turn Zill into a rock because that's his level of intelligence.
Does it change here? I think it like...
Here it is. So the components you create cannot be consumed. Trying to use an object created through true polymorph would normally be... This object would normally be consumed, but by consuming an object that would normally dispel. If that makes sense.
Then we can just
You're
use it for the
finding
gate.
this?
Huh?
Where are you finding this?
Hang on.
We could still theoretically just use it as the gate.
Sorry, I
diamond.
need to check this. Hang on.
Matt, I'm pretty sure money isn't supposed to be an obstacle in 17th level. I looked up 5e true polymorph spell components.
Yes, I know.
Like the first Reddit link saying you can stack exchange things.
Stack exchange? What the fuck
Yeah.
is stack exchange? Know
It's
about this?
There's an RPG section for it.
There's an RPG section in.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
The world never ceases to amaze me. It's like, yes, the reason I can pass a coding course
Yeah.
has a TTRPG section. It's like, using coding, I created the most powerful D&D character. Oh, man.
I don't think there's a reason I can't.
I'm looking.
I haven't seen anything in the errata. I've
Okay.
seen individual DM rulings about it, but nothing in the actual literature. If there is a limitation, it's usually because I wouldn't let my players do X.
Yeah,
or
that's
Y.
okay. Let me read True Polymorph over. Let me just double check. Choose one creature or at least one hit point or non-magical object you see within range. You transform the creature into a different creature, or the creature into an object, or an object into a creature. Last for a duration or until this target drops to 0 hit points or dies. So, yeah. So, first off, that part right there. Objects do have hit points. Consuming an object instantly drops it to 0 hit points, so consumable spells would be a no-go.
Does it?
After an hour, the object becomes indistinguishable from the original object or creature. So
It is
even if
still
does
subject to
have-
true polymorph. The duration is permanent, but it can still be removed by a 9th level dispel magic.
Theoretically, we could just make a diamond and only use that diamond on gate.
Right.
It's not-
We're getting to that.
seems like a major stretch.
We're getting to that. But first and foremost, true polymorph, its duration becomes permanent, but it is still under a magical effect. This is my ruling. I am not changing it, so I am telling you my ruling. It is still under a magical effect, so casting a 9th level dispel magic on an object that has gone under true polymorph, or a person or a creature or whatever that has gone under a true polymorph, will dispel the true polymorph.
Mm-hmm.
The duration is just permanent. Another way of looking at this, let's say Helena was true polymorphed into a dragon. It would still be Helena's soul, and her soul's original form would be of an Asimar. So when she died, if she was revived, she would be revived as an Asimar. This is different to reincarnate. Does that make sense? So if a true polymorph creature died, hang on. The target assumes the number of hit points of its new form. Okay. Melds it to its new form. If the spell becomes permanent, you no longer control the creature. That's for object into creature. Wow, that's really fucked. The creature statistics become those of the object, and the creature has no memory of the time spent in this form. That's really fucked.
It'd be a lot worse if you did have memory, right?
Yeah, arguably.
Because you're like experiencing immense boredom from.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Here's my ruling.
Okay.
First and foremost, an object created by true polymorph is a mundane object that is under a permanent magical effect if the spell is permanent duration.
Yep, that's in the text.
Upon that object reaching 0 hit points, it would return to whatever state it formerly was with max HP at that state.
And you're counting consuming it for a spell as deleting its hit points?
Correct.
Okay. Is that using it for a spell or just consuming it for a spell?
Both. Well, consuming it for a spell.
Okay, so if I just like use it for a spell and it's not consumed, it doesn't.
Give me a minute on that. I'm still thinking. But I'm saying a definite no on consumed spells. Furthermore, attempting to do so would just undo it. Furthermore, any dispel magic of 9th level, or just dispel magic with a high enough roll, will deactivate the true polymorph. Because as you recall, dispel magic is similar to counterspell, where if you do it at a lower level, you can roll with your spell attack modifier, or your charisma for sorcerers, or intelligence for wizards. If you roll a 19, then the magic's dispel.
Yeah.
Okay? So dispel magic can also undo true polymorph on objects, people, etc. And similar to that, they revert to whatever HP they had at that time. Now, regarding creatures into objects, I'm opening a can of worms here no matter what I say.
It's a 9th level spell.
I understand it's a 9th level spell, Mason, but fuck you.
Oh, so that's it? That's what this is?
It's a can of worms no matter what I say. I don't like this. I don't like having to decide on this.
You don't have to if you don't like it.
I mean, it is kind of completely to the crux of this issue, because we either spend the next 2 hours of the session hunting diamonds across various countries.
Realistically, that's gonna take at least a month worth of sessions to get all the damn diamonds.
Or we can just magically have enough diamonds because of polymorph bullshit.
It is day 1 out of 60.
We can go to find the diamonds route.
We're gonna start building the dragon army, yo.
But like, there's
one dragon per day.
One dragon.
We just need to find loyal people. Let's see. Wait, hold on. If I made golems. Wait, Matt.
You had a vision where a bunch of dragons fucking nosedived into the earth and everyone screamed and it was on fire.
Maybe those were my dragons.
More dragons.
Fuck.
Maybe those were supposed to be my dragons. Maybe that's a prophecy.
Yeah, that didn't look like a positive future, Mason.
Listen, maybe you were just taking the wrong perspective.
People screaming, crying, and holding their loved ones, praying for something to happen.
Those are the evildoers.
So here's the other thing. Creature into creature. You can't just turn civilians into dragons.
You literally can.
No, you cannot. Challenge rating equal to or less than the targets.
The target?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Alright. That's
Civilians are CR 1/4, so you could turn them into a frog if you want.
Frog army. Let's go.
turn into a poison dart frog, or is that too high of a...
It's actually too high.
Sarah, you wanna join
The
the-
grungs are actually CR 1 and 2.
Frog.
I said poison dart frog, not like the real frog, not a grung.
Okay, Matt, here's the real question. So, if I turn an object into a creature, oh, okay, you decide what actions it takes and how it moves. Okay, so,
Except
And
if
if I
it
make
becomes permanent, then you no longer control it.
but what if I make a golem? If I turn an object into a golem that is just supposed to like listen to its creator, like by its stat block.
I'm gonna go by rules as written.
Well,
So you never answered
Well, what
the
would it
question,
do?
so
Would it-
please,
would the-
Diamond for Gate.
I am going to go by rules as written.
okay, so
Four.
then we can.
Take that interpretation however you want.
For the gate diamonds?
Here's the thing. I really don't want to answer this about the gate diamonds.
We
What's
kinda
wrong,
need
Matt? What
to
do you have to be
know,
scared of?
Smiley face.
It kind of
It's kind of relevant.
varies.
I know it's relevant.
Do you need to take a 15-minute break to go look at Reddit forums?
No, because this is my campaign.
Okay.
So Matt, if I like turned an object into a golem, then what would it do after the spell became permanent? Would would it still like follow its creator?
Technically, you didn't create it, you manifested it. There's a difference. The difference is subtle, but it's there.
So what would it do?
Depends on how you treat it.
Wait, so it would have its own mind?
Rudimentary as it is, yes.
Wait, does it say what the creature does when the spell becomes permanent?
If the spell becomes permanent, you no longer control the creature. It might remain friendly to you depending on how you have treated it.
Oh, okay. Alright. So
Release
Golem
the
would just
gate
walk
diamond.
around. It would just do whatever. Okay.
And I say gate, you say diamond. Gate.
Here's the thing, Mason. You can absolutely turn a person into a diamond. Whether that diamond can be used as a spell component is another question that I'm going to shelve for now.
It can. All I'll say is, even if it can't be used as a spell component, it can definitely be used as a decoration.
Yes.
We could always just go break the economy with the diamonds.
Yeah, we're gonna crash the diamond market.
Walks into a room. You.
Oh, we're not allowed to use it for spell components. We're just gonna flood the market and screw everyone over because,
Well, only diamond miners.
yeah, and wizards, really, and clerics.
Try making the diamond and casting the spell.
You know what, Mason?
What?
Here's what I'm gonna fucking do.
Yeah?
If you want to make a diamond out of a person,
I didn't. Okay, for the record, I didn't say person. Okay, I was gonna use livestock.
okay,
yes.
even better. If you want to make a diamond out of a cow, I'm going to figure out the weight of carbon in a cow and convert that to carrots and figure out how much the fucking diamond's worth. And that'll be the value of your fucking diamond, asshole.
Oh man.
That seems unnecessarily hostile for asking questions.
Beings, Matthew.
What?
Just saying. I can change the size of the object too.
Oh, fuck you! How? Enlarge, reduce?
No, I think you could just turn it into like it doesn't say what size it has to be.
I think you're vastly underestimating the amount of carbon in living life forms.
Yeah, even if you assume 70% water and a fair bit of nitrogen.
Yeah, actually.
Look, you'd have to kill people to make us under one, okay?
I can't hear what Bender is saying.
So yeah, 70% water and there's no carbon.
One cow will easily make a 5,000 gold diamond.
Yeah, I know. I'm mostly fucking around.
Alright. That's what this spell is for, honestly, just fucking around.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what the size limit is, but I mean, there's got to be one. Otherwise, you could literally just like create, like, turn a chicken into like a fucking planet or something. So there has to be some kind of limit.
My perspective is that it has to be reasonable.
Okay.
How many carrots is a
Mason, sort of similar in the vein of Wish, where it's altering reality. You're doing less than that. You are taking part of reality and just sort of reorienting it. You're transmuting it, but you are not impacting reality at large like Wish does. Coincidentally, Wish, I believe, would be able to just create the diamond for what it's worth.
Yeah, but I've been de-wished, unfortunately.
Wish can straight up create an object of up to 25,000 GP in value that isn't a magic item.
Well, hey, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Matthew, in D&D, how many carrots is a 5k diamond?
I was joking about the calculation.
Okay, well, the average human person contains 3 times 10 to the 26 carbon atoms, and 1 carrot is 1 times 10 to the 22nd. So I think we have plenty.
Wait, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think we have
Wait,
plenty.
that's like...
Yeah, it's actually
billions
substantial.
of... Is that billions of carrots?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think...
So humans are valuable after all.
What is the value of a human life? Questions for D&D.
When you extract all the carbon from them and compress it over time.
I mean, when we're done with chartreuse...
Get a cow or a rat or something. Like, don't even bother with all the morality bullshit. Just find
I mean, you do have Bob Saget's horses.
10
Fair.
carrots. Okay,
no, sir. Yeah, for 500 GP diamond, it's 10 carats.
500, okay.
Yeah, so that would make 5,100
Oh
carats.
my gosh. My hand is so painful.
So, fun fact, if you take a person and condense them into a diamond, this is the number of gold that it is worth.
No!
Alright, so I've got a new business idea.
Guys, where's Zill?
The alchemist.
Zill's gone right now, guys.
No.
Let's kill it, Musgrave.
Definitely present in it.
So, Matthew, if that's your ruling, then we
I
can
was
do
joking!
Alright.
Anyhow.
How much would a cow be worth then? Holy fuck,
So-
that's a milli.
Now, that being said, you guys do have the gems you need to cast the True Resurrection.
Well, yeah, but... we still...
Also Cascade, which is why Mount Andromeda's begging for diamonds, which we'll find out the end of that.
Yeah, that's also a thing that's going
Yeah,
on.
we just don't know if we can use it or not.
It's only a problem in the future.
Andromeda
It is.
does not have diamonds on her.
Okay.
But
Blue
her
com-
store has been.
Blue comes back and just sort of somberly shakes his head.
Just gonna need to learn to live with less at some point. But it'll be fine.
All this wizard, so at least as far as hit points go, he's already there.
I want to point out, Alva, you have enough to do everything. You're being a bit selfish.
Wait, okay, I don't want to be left without the ability to cast Gate.
It won't be a problem.
Where will we get the diamond?
We just need to get Tears back, and then you can do the True Resurrection. And then, yes, you don't have Gate after that. Until
Yeah,
you
but
find another
it's
diamond.
like a useful spell.
Anyway, to do the true resurrection.
Matthew's just trying to lock all of the wizards out of their 9th level spells. It's fine.
No, I'm not.
Well, I
Fine.
mean, From my perspective,
well,
the
okay,
Jedi are
Zill
evil.
did it to himself, but he's trying to lock out the other wizards. in the
Zill
world.
absolutely did it to himself.
That is true.
I refuse to take any other argument about Zill. Zill absolutely
Which is
did
why
that to
I
himself.
corrected myself.
Now,
All right. Well, I better be able to use polymorph to diamonds to cast Gate, because Gate's a cool spell. And
Gate is a cool spell.
It's also very useful.
Yes, especially. I'm personally not sure quite why you took it, considering
It's all around good. Like
it is in a Planeswalker campaign. Alright, so. Alright.
Wait a minute. I'm having an idea.
Before Mason has another idea, here.
It involves true polymorph.
You teleport into the monastery.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Well, I DM'd you a couple of people who I said, hey, I'm going to send to get them here.
Oh, I didn't see your DM.
Yeah, I need Kimiko and Diane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, just while we're just briefly pausing, you remember that idea I had of an advanced interrogation technique as a paladin?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
I forgot. I actually have a friend watching who just DM'd me like, Jesus, Matthew, calm down.
See, he gets it.
She.
She
Everyone
gets
say
it.
hi to the person doing the art for us. Thank you.
Hello, thank you.
Hello.
What's up?
All right, cool.
Yeah, so
with
the
that,
it would only work with a player character because once you bring anything else to 0 hit points, you can't. It is dead.
anyhow,
Just completely.
so they it takes a little bit, but eventually, Kimiko and Diane do meet you in the Torii courtyard.
Awesome. So, things are very...
I cannot hear you. You're gonna need to speak up.
I said, so, things are very bad right now. It's probably, kind of like we have 2 months until the end of Reno kind of level of Batman.
That's pretty suboptimal.
Yeah, you don't say. And the only reason that I'm bringing this up and not just dipping over here and, drinking and partying is because I'm fairly certain that it's going to happen, of course, here too. So, you're aware that there's that whole 1,000-year war thing going on?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, the guy who, as far as anyone's really sure, started it, but no one seems to actually know, the Lich guy? Yeah, so he's a 1,000-year-old Lich with Mom. Even Mom probably doesn't know how much I'm going to grow material and ice, literally. And he just kind of casually announced that in 60 days, that I am pretty sure that that's kind of a roundabouts kind of estimate, and that I'm going to need to know when the solstice is. But he said in about 60 days the war was going to be over. Something tells me that he didn't finally see the light and decide to just hire an emissary, like an actual diplomat. So between that and some fun visions of some kind of crazy magic-y shit, on the same level as the stories that Mom used to tell us. But, coming from this dude, I am very concerned. My next trip after this is over to Auntie's castle. And I'm really not excited about this, but then I'm going to try to convince one of my idiots, silly too, get into contact with Tiamat for some. Because apparently, we need to resurrect her son. It's kind of prison. It can't exactly just. But it may or may not. It may even be a moot point because his soul might not even want to be able to come back. So, like, all hands on deck.
So, what is it you want us to do?
Well, Kimiko, if you could, do everything you can and find anything. Get anyone involved, I don't care. Fucking whatever it takes. Make sure, or try to find out what actually started the war. I don't know what that's going to involve. We have 60 days, so we need to know what started it so that maybe, if we're very, very lucky, we can find an end to it. Diane, I'm confident that somehow you're able to. Look, honestly, I don't know. It's been a long week, and I'm kind of running on fumes. So, or equivalent metaphor. So, if there's a way you can provide assistance, but you're also kind of further along on the whole everything than I am. So, some help would be appreciated. Figure it out. Obviously, I can send Nick and we can send him to talk to each other, and I can come back here if I need to. What else? But,
Tears, about that, I don't think I can help at the moment. You might want to follow me and brace yourself.
All right. I do.
Okay. You follow Diane, right?
Yeah, Diane.
As she brings you into one of the larger rooms in the monastery. Usually it's just sort of a hangout room where everyone sort of vibes.
Yeah.
A bunch of beanbag chairs, essentially, or hay chairs, or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks very clinical. Very organized. Several kitsune are laid out on beds and look sick. I'm kind of dealing with this at the moment. Yeah, Mom has no idea what's causing it. And, between you and me, she's not been looking her best either.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. But so I'll try and help.
The problems might be related.
I didn't want to say it.
In fact, I suspect that they are quite related. I don't know how.
I don't either. Remember when a couple of our sisters went missing recently?
Yes.
They didn't just go missing. They're gone. Not dead. Not still missing. Gone. Unexisted.
Well,
I don't know what's going on. but something... Gods, whether it be the Feywild, the Materium, the Shadowfell, who knows? Maybe all of reality. But... this is... strange to say the least. Very concerning.
Yeah.
So I ask again. With what I have to do, what is it you would like me to help you with? I'm sure Kimiko will have the time, and I will make sure she does, to research into the start of this war. Whatever good that will do, I hope you're right.
Yeah.
But what can I do? Realistically.
I need information.
Speak up, please. You're a bit quiet there.
I'm going to need as much information on this situation as I can get.
I've just told you all I know.
Yes, as things develop, let me know.
Anything else?
I'm not convinced that there's much else to be done. I have my group working. Part of them are attempting to get in the north.
Speak up, please. Again, you're being quiet. It's hard to hear you both through the mic.
Part of my group is attempting to get the North to join in the fight.
There we are.
Part of my group is attempting to revive, resurrect, whatever, Lokar, because he's probably significant in all of this. But that is still somewhat questionable. Of that part of my group, there's a few who are capable of doing something with high-end magic. They're heavier on the intelligence than I ever was. They'll be working on as much as they can to try to prevent this. But something tells me that we're being used as batteries.
No, I don't think so.
Oh?
There's no spell rights, nothing of that sort. No latent magical leakage, nothing. Stop it all off. If anything were to be attacking here in the monastery, it would have to hit Ceres first.
Yes.
And it's clearly gone past her. So it's not some sort of attack. It's got to be something else. I did think about that, though. Which makes me even more worried as to what this could possibly be.
I need to get to the Shadowfell.
Stay safe. I'm not sure how safe the plains are for us Kitsune anymore.
Well, something tells me that if we go, everything else is at far greater risk, so...
She interrupts you mid-sentence and gives you a hug. Just shut up. Stay safe. And come back. I've already lost enough family this week. And if what you're saying is true about everything going to shit in 2 months...
Yes.
Shut up. What you're saying is true. And it's not gonna be the last. So, just go. Just go.
Very well. Then, I guess now I have to teleport to the Shadowfell.
Alright.
Or, I have the spell.
Plane shift, yep.
Yep.
Plane should take you to a specific spot.
Plane shift does if you know the teleport circle on that plane.
Okay.
Yeah, which I do.
Good.
Thank God for that. Last thing we need is another repeat.
Seriously, the first time I did it? Yeah.
Oh my God. The odds of that were astronomical, but it was kind of funny.
It was.
Like the odds of the best part is you would have been your own death. You were the very cause of that.
Yeah.
Would have been ironic in a way. Anyhow, you teleport to Azeroth's castle,
Yeah.
formerly Castle Strahd.
Yes.
And you are met with the usual greetings from some of the resident vampires and other civilians there.
Yep.
They look busy, but not in near as much of a panic.
Uh-huh.
You're able to make your way towards Azeroth's throne room, but Azeroth has a couple meetings before you, so it takes a couple hours before you are finally able to meet with her.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, she meets with you
Yep.
and looks upon you with a smile. Oh, Tears, good to see you.
Yeah, I wish it were a better situation.
Something bothering you?
Hold on. Did you check them on lately?
Well, as far as I can tell, she hasn't eliminated the elves in the past month, so
Does
not.
that not seem unusual to you?
No, actually, she's done it with reduced frequency.
It'll be easier if I show you. Go ahead and read my mind for like the past few hours, day, whatever.
Okay. Azeroth would presumably do detect thoughts.
Mm-hmm. And I've been kind of thousand yards starry on the whole, like, the monastery being a field hospital right now, so that's right at the surface.
Yeah.
And I let her probe as deep as she wants.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Well. You see Azeroth pause for a little while. As she's uncertain what could be the cause of this. And that in itself is room for even more concern than you had previously. Most of the Kitsune are well aware that between Azeroth and between Azeroth and Ceres, Azeroth was definitely more of the magic right, whereas Ceres is a bit more legend lore.
Right.
So for Azeroth to be completely at a loss is something you've not seen before.
Yep.
Well, that's concerning. And 60 days.
Yep. Might be literal, might be until solstice.
Yes.
Not entirely certain.
Well. Thank you for informing me. Is there anything else you require?
No, I don't really know for sure. I know that I'm going to wind up having to bring Tiamat into this. Because, yeah, among other things, her favorite idiot stands to die. But also, I really, and kind of everything really needs her to undo whatever trap she put Lokar in. A little bit of help from on high is kind of appreciated. Not sure what all can be done. Mostly, I'd say, try to help the monastery. I'll have... My group is trying to help, trying to fix things, but we don't know what all we can do. We have a few more formally educated, magically inclined individuals who will be doing as much research on that as they can. I have one of my sisters looking into how all of this war started in hopes of finding an end in the beginning. Probably going to need to have someone make sure that the giant pillar of magic that I phased myself into when I came here the first time recently is still behaving as it should. Because that could be a problem. Yeah, this could be it, Seems like a good time for an army.
Yes. Remind me, above board.
Yo.
Was Azeroth informed of Lokar's imprisonment? This is an open question to any of you guys.
It might have been.
I don't remember.
I mean, Tiamat flipped shit when she found out that Lokar died.
Yes.
So
It's not something we would have actively hidden. I just don't know if we would have told her.
I also did
Noah,
let
your
her
mic is
run in
muted.
the bus.
Yeah, she 100% knows because she gave the wrist wing to Alva to get people out of there, and they got separated in different planes.
Right,
when that
but was
happened.
she aware of his imprisonment?
She's aware that he died, and I'm not sure she's aware that whether or not it's specifically imprisonment. But we didn't say yes or no. We just knew that he was gone, and she did like a check thingy to see if she found his soul.
How did you guys find out about his dual imprisonment again? Obviously, besides seeing it, how did you guys figure out who it was from?
Eliath told us.
Right. Okay. So Azeroth would presumably not know about the imprisonment. Just making sure I have my notes straight.
Yeah, I don't remember it being...
She did something to see if her soul available, and she said, yeah, he's dead, but his soul's hard to reach or something like that.
His
so,
soul is hard
I
to
don't know.
reach, but it was willing, if able.
Mm-hmm.
Was more or less what she said.
All right.
Okay.
I meant to order thin crust and accidentally.
All right, continuing. All right. With all that being said, sorry, Fenrir, remind me what the last thing you said was.
I want to... it was something about needing to check on the...
yes,
spell.
the beam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. Anything else?
No, anything else that you find, I guess, you at least know Lily.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably get that information to her.
I'm sorry, you said Lokar was imprisoned?
Yes.
Detect thoughts is still up, so she'd be able to see.
Yeah. that whole shit show.
Right. Could you not dispel it?
We have no idea how it was formed. That's been a side project of mine, trying to get one of my sisters, or at least some kind of idea of how it was done. Tiamat was not helpful in providing information on how to dispel it.
Well, as you are now, you might be able to.
How do you mean?
You've grown a lot since the beginning. You might be strong enough now.
Clerics have dispel magic?
Or if not you, one of your allies. But you are correct that contacting the Spellwright would be the most convenient way.
Yes.
Though the Dragon Gods do not have much influence over Nervine. I think you've been informed of the separation of the planes, yes?
Yes, I've been informed of it, and I'm concerned that ending that might be Evor's goal.
Regardless of his goal, more relevant to you is what that means for the influence of gods. It's a two-way blockage.
Okay.
Bahamut and Tiamat do not have followers in Nervine. Not in the traditional sense, anyway.
Right.
And without followers, what power does a god really have? There's a difference in being godlike and being a god. Both are give and take. One is internal. One is eternal. Now then, your little friend, wherever he is probably your best way to contact the Dragon Gods. He's presumably Tiamat's only, if not one of her only attachment points to Nervim's material plane.
Right.
So, if you want to contact her, that would be your best way.
Alright.
Well, I have other followers of mine who require my attention. I hope you understand.
Yep, I understand.
You best be off. Cutting back to Lily and Core, was there anything you wanted to, and Alva, was there anything you wanted to do in the couple hour time span where Tears was gone?
Well, while I'm here, what magic items does Andromeda and Blue have in stock?
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I mean, no, I also would probably stop by the potion guy.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna go potion guy as well.
I don't
yeah,
know if anything that I want that I would do. I mean, we're not getting downtime for the
anti-scrying
rest of the
amulet would
campaign,
be
I
pretty
assume.
foggy. But I'm kind of cool with just seeing what they have.
You can absolutely do downtime if you want. You have the opportunity for 10 weeks
That
of
would
downtime before the end of the world.
be
No,
such a
9.
terrible idea, though.
Bad math. Unless
I'm
you leak
probably
the
gonna
actual
have
day
to do
number.
downtime to do research. But
Or we could just find my family, since they probably have more specifically on that.
true, look at the refugees. Anyway, what do they have in stock, Matthew? Because they should have at least something in stock. Magic item shop with no magic items.
They've got stuff in stock. It's just a bunch of mundane stuff. Stuff you books of alarm, or sorry, bells of alarm. Couple dresses. Some key
Well,
loops.
my dress got fucked last time, so I'm in the market for a new one.
It's a dress of many pockets.
Does it
Even
require
better.
two?
No.
That sounds fucking awesome.
The most unreal. This is. You know what? Fuck it. This is where I draw the line. A women's dress with many pockets. So unrealistic, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
This is where I draw the line. This is where I draw the line.
While wearing the dress, you can use a bonus action to cause any number of its 6 pockets to appear or vanish from it. They can be located anywhere on the dress and need be in the same place each time they appear. Each pocket is large enough for a small parcel measuring no more than 4 inches in any dimension and weighing no more than 2 pounds. While pocket is hidden, its contents are magically moved to the inside of the dress and evenly distributed throughout so as to not affect its delicate appearance. So it is not...
Make you think I do not want a dress of many pockets.
It is not a extra dimensional space.
I don't care. I can store little tiny lemons in each of the pockets.
Or frogs.
Or frogs. Or grenades. Or all 3. That sounds amazing.
Or potions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, frogs, but also you.
Okay. So,
How much is this awesome dress?
40 GP.
That's it?
Yeah, it's a common magic item.
Can I pay them 50?
Yeah.
Okay. I pay them 50.
Cool.
Is that the only thing I'd be interested in?
Probably.
Cool. Well, I give them both a hug, and I go to head towards the potion shop.
You never saw Andromeda.
Okay, well, I ask where Andromeda is so I can give her a hug. Cool.
Blue sort of looks to the side and just flips to a new page and writes out busy.
Is Andromeda okay?
He points to the page again. Rather sternly.
Okie dokie. So they're not in any danger. Well, not in any mortal danger. Immediately.
He doesn't respond.
Oh, God. Is there anything I can do to help?
He shakes his head.
Okay. Do you want some fancy quill and fancy paper?
Didn't you give that back?
No, I never specified. Fuck that bitch, I'm keeping it.
I thought you liked her. I thought you liked Shale.
I'm talking about Evelyn. I never gave it back.
Oh, okay.
Shale's fine. In the same way that, like, unsalted potatoes are fine.
Jesus.
Dear God, are we talking like mashed? Baked?
Doesn't salt their mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but they can be creamy and shit. You can put cheese on them so they're fine. But if they're just, like, slightly undersalted, that is Shale. You're fine. Okay, I'll eat this. I like mashed potatoes.
Oh my god, I check out for a few minutes, I come back to this. What?
I think Fenrir's about to have an aneurysm over unsalted mashed potato.
I think he is.
Regardless, do they
All
want
the neurons in
fancy,
his brain are firing.
do they want fancy stationery?
No.
Okay, cool. I just give Blue a hug and
Okay.
I give him a lemon, and then I walk out the door.
Okay.
I now only have 4 lemons in my inventory, which I proceed to put in all of my pockets.
Okay. You have 6
And
pockets.
Yeah, the other 2 will be for one for my frog Tiffany and one for the mayo jug.
Okay. So, you put them in the pockets, and after the pockets disappear, it's just up against you.
Perfect.
Like on the inside of the dress, but it still looks the same from the outside.
I head to the potion shop.
You head to the potion shop.
Mm-hmm. I assume
One
Four is
moment.
heading to the potion shop.
Yes, he is.
Ah! How much money do I have? Alright, I still have over just a number. Don't look at me like that, Caitlin. I'm poor again, I know.
I could
but
be more
rich in
chaotic
spirit.
greedy if I wanted to.
Hero heart.
Alright.
Caitlin's second campaign character is literally just
So,
You cut out there, what? Literally just a
dragon.
pretty much
so,
chaotic greedy.
you make your way to the potion shop. What are you looking for?
Either healing potions or something that goes kablooey, or something that goes like the opposite of kablooey, where entropy takes over and ice reigns supreme. I don't fucking know. Ice or fire bullshit.
I want either lots of potions of healings and or a potion of flight, because I have no movement option. Besides, hey, I can walk through shit. So if I could fly through shit,
I have a question. Whoever took the bat wings from Colgrim?
no one.
Who has them?
You?
They were never. I was never told to add them to my inventory.
It is either Lily or you have.
I think it was Lily.
I think Lily has them.
No, I gave them to someone. I don't have them.
Were they with Mason?
As well with me.
I think they're with
The-
Dom? Question mark.
Oh,
What was that?
That sounds right.
I don't think Dominic has it. I mean, someone can check his inventory if they hacked into the mainframe of Roll20.
Wait, has what?
the bat wings that Colgrim
Does anyone-
had.
I'll take off. I'll unattune to the Ring of Warming for the fucking bat.
Become Batman.
Not in
Yeah.
Zilski.
Wait,
I
I
don't know
totally
where it
forgot, but Alva has a flying broom. He can just fly on it.
Yes,
Pretty
you
cool.
do.
He's a little witch.
You were so excited about that.
Yeah, and then I
And then
proceeded
he
to
forgot
not have
about it.
anywhere to fly.
That's true.
Actually, I was just gonna take it for a bit of a spin, Wait, I should have followed Drakbear with it. Fuck.
Yeah!
Oh, damn.
Oh no, that's one called.
You absolutely could have.
I should have. If I had remembered it, then I would have. Unfortunate.
Yeah, no, some
Right.
neat potions would be nice.
Okay. Let's see. So potion of greater healing. He's got about 3 of them that he's willing to sell for 150 GP each.
Healing potions for 100 GP each.
Greater healing for 150 GP each.
Okay.
He's got 3 of them. He has 1 potion of superior healing that he's willing to sell for 500. And he has 5 potions of healing that he's willing to sell for 50 GP. And of course, he still has...
Oh yeah, that
Yes.
universal solvent, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Water.
I mean, I have enough to buy all of that, because split skis. I don't know how much you have left.
I have 500 platinum, so 5k in gold.
Okay, never mind. I have 170. I'm a broke ass bitch. I don't have any money. Want to go 600 each, and then we can try and figure out who gets what.
Yeah, we should probably just distribute them among the party as much as possible.
The Sovereign Glue is a legendary magic item.
We can't afford that without Caitlin.
Doesn't one of you have a thing of it?
No.
I could have sworn that so.
No, we wanted it. So he could glue Ebor's hand to his dick or something.
Yep. That was kind of the idea.
Alright. Can't cast somatic spells if your hand is glued to your dick, asshole.
Not doing music, little mechanics to just obliterate you.
Oh. What was I gonna say?
So are you cool with splitting it 50-50, Sarah?
Yep.
Hey, so
Alright.
when are we rezzing Lokar, by the way? Or tonight?
Tonight?
Either when, if you're fine with it.
I mean,
If you're
we have the diamonds. So...
We have the diamonds, and
I guess I can just, like, turn a chicken into,
I hate you.
into a diamond.
alright. As of right now,
Create things with.
do you want the which part of the split do you want? Yeah, I paid my 600 as well. Which part of the split do you want, Sarah?
You
And then we
should
can
take the weaker healing potions, and I should take the wimpier ones.
Are you sure?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I get like 1 superior, 1 greater, and then 1
Yep.
regular. Gotcha.
So yeah, you get 1 superior, 1 greater, 1 regular, and I get the rest.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We should distribute these more along the party, but yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That
Also,
is
I have
the
1
idea.
greater healing potion on me.
Does he have any other fun potions like alchemist fire or fire?
Actually, Matt, we should probably figure this out. I have something on my inventory that just says assortment of potions. It's like some loot that I got, and we haven't worked out yet.
I don't know, man.
Y'all get so much.
Can I have an
loot.
assortment of potions, Matt?
We'll worry about it later.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
There is one thing.
Yeah.
That
Do tell.
he pulls out. This And he pulls out a very interesting vial. Hang on. This... Let me actually send a picture in the Discord. Give me a moment. It's on its way. There it is.
Yo, I need some decanters like that.
You guys see it?
Yep.
Alright.
Noah's clicking wrong things.
This is a rather cruel poison to spellcasters. Now, I'm not sure if you could find a use for this, but this poison has been called Magebane. If someone with the capability of casting spells has not expended their magic energy for the day, it hits them harder. It also locks off their ability to cast cantrips.
Alright. What's the means of application? Ingestion, touch, coat a weapon with it.
Typical means of poison. Ingestion is usually the best way.
Can you coat a weapon with it?
Probably not easily, but if you get someone to ingest it by some means, you could probably coat a weapon with it.
For the Magebane.
Yes.
How much of the monies?
Let me just double check that.
I have a jar of piss and 101 ways to temper glass. Noah, you're muted, I think.
No, I'm just not talking.
10,000 gold. I only have the one.
I can cover 1/10 of that. And I think you don't have enough for it?
You can just start sniping at this motherfucker.
Would you take a payment plan from a frequent customer?
With the end of the world in 60 days.
Yes, a very short payment plan.
Understand that I can't accept that at the moment.
You see, the party's treasurer is kind of disposed at the moment. Indisposed at the moment. Unavailable.
Understand why I can't accept a payment plan at the moment when the end of the world has been announced to be in 60 days.
Why the fuck do you care?
Would you accept a trade?
Trade I could do. It's something of interest to me.
About an oil of etherealness. Or a potion of fire breath.
You bought that here.
Well, now I'm switching it out. I'm very happy with my purchase, but I will be even happier with a different purchase.
What?
You can understand how something called mage poison might be incredibly helpful when we're trying to take down Ebor Dez the Lich King.
Yes.
Which is why I need to put aside maybe the oil of etherealness or You know, I figured that's what you wanted. I also have a magic peg leg, but that has a bit of sentimental value.
No, it doesn't. You're not far.
It has sentimental value for the party, and I promised the robot man I'd try to make him a cool stick with it.
Fair enough. First off, not ignoring the fact that the oil of etherealness is a rare item, whereas Magebane poison is very rare.
Him gold on top of it to cover the difference.
Yeah. And you're also reselling the item back to the same person.
Still need it.
Target takes returns, man.
Yeah,
Bro.
but it has been a
And
month.
they sell a bunch of potions at Target.
It has been a month.
Yes, and I still have the receipt. He even remembers. Unused.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I don't think you got him, buddy.
That's understandable. Do you like magical color changing fire powder?
There, I understand what you're trying to do.
I want the damn poison match.
I know you want the poison.
We can
I
just
don't
kill
have the
him.
money for the poison.
You
We
don't
can just
have
turn
the
him.
money
We
for
can
the
just turn.
poison.
Wait, we can just turn him into. Jesus, we're.
But I need the poison to kill Ebor. So he's gonna tell me if he wants the magical color. Fuck you, Dust, or not.
I have no interest.
Do I have anything that's worth money?
Where's Zill? Zill would have already killed him, so he moved the fucking job.
1500.
Understandable. I'm sorry for any offense by offering your own potions to you. I just simply really wanted to try to, save the world and all that, so it doesn't end in the 60 days, and we could have theoretically done a payment plan. But you know what? I am very sorry to have potentially insulted you. I
Look,
swear to God, these are good potions.
It's a matter of if, for whatever reason, he somehow makes it up here in the next 60 days, I may need to fight. So I want something that I can use that I know works.
Understandable. Well, we will try our best to prevent that from happening, and maybe I'll come back with more money later.
10,000 GP. I'm not gonna go lower than that. I'm already losing a massive profit on that.
Oh, I understand. I wouldn't ask you to go lower. I'm a little broke right now. I spent a bunch of money trying to bring diamonds into this realm to return someone. In fact, you probably will see me again soon, because if this resurrection goes as planned, they owe me quite a pretty penny.
Well,
Thank you for the potions, though. We really appreciate the healing potions. They actually saved our life
best of luck.
during the last fight. Sorry for the insult. Have a lovely day.
If you get out of this, if you make it back, trust me when I say you're gonna get a hell of a discount.
Need a discount. Let's just pretend that awkward social interaction never happened because I forgot where I got the potion. And maybe we can go get a drink sometime and, be friends, because I don't have a ton of those. And
Yeah, I gotta say, that was really fucking ballsy selling his own potions to him.
Honestly, though, that's pretty fucking great.
It's hysterical.
I forgot where they came from.
I had a feeling.
Oh, I was just all for it.
No, this is why I keep track of where you guys buy shit.
Returns and exchanges, man. Returns and exchanges. Target.
That was a rather funny interaction. Oh boy. Alright. So, Alva,
Alright.
what would you like to do?
Oh, fuck. I'm going to get on my broom and fly to that mountain where Drakmir was going.
Okay. You're able to do that, and you make it there.
And I'm gonna look for signs of him. I know he's... And I'm gonna call out his name and stuff. Drakmir?
What's your passive perception?
Well, I'm actively looking for him, but my
What's
passive
your-
perception is 10.
Alright. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Damn, I'm not perceiving too well, am I?
Good thing I asked for your passive, right?
That is my passive.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Alright, what do I find? Anything interesting? Or wait, was he going to the mountain that had like the portal thing on it to the other
Yes,
alternate?
that is the mountain I'm referring to.
Okay. Does it have still have shattered Dragon's Bane bottled in it or whatever? From when we were there the last time?
Yes.
Damn. We're littering.
Yes.
I
Yellowstone
look for signs of Drakmir.
Okay. You say you look for signs of Drakmir, but with a 10...
And I don't find any.
With
I
a
mean,
10, you don't really need to. He's just there, looking over the runes, trying to make sense. It's been a long time since you've been here. Above
Is that
board,
hit? Oh.
it's been about 3 years.
In campaign or
Above board.
actual? Oh, above board. Got it.
It's been about 3 years since you've been here. To you guys in the campaign, it feels almost as long. Even though it hasn't been
Drakmir,
nearly...
what are you doing here?
Trying to find answers.
Alva's gonna look at the runes. Does he recognize anything about what they're saying?
Again, it's ancient Draconic. I don't believe you speak that.
Because I'm gonna ask Drakmir, do you speak Ancient Draconic?
Of course he doesn't. He was born within the last year.
I am going to ritual cast Comprehend Languages.
Again, just because you are understanding the literal meaning.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know, I don't...
Right.
I mean, I know there's still, magic-y
Right.
stuff there, but at least now I have
as
something.
a reminder to what you found so long ago, this is where a prophecy is inscripted that the dragon god will emerge to end the war. More or less, more talk about that. There's a bunch of arcane runes, some prayers, some in more recent languages, but all of them are talking about the dragon god. And then again,
The Dragon God?
the imagery that stands out to you the most is a large dragon standing next to another dragon with 5 heads. Below that are, I believe when I last talked about it, there were 6 dragons. Each chasing after one another's tail. the description, the appearance of 5 of them are readily apparent to you. You see the well-known curved outward horns of the black dragon, the spikes on the face of a red dragon, the protruded snout of a green dragon, the webbed feet, the clawed talons of the blue dragon, more akin to digging, and you see the proud stature of a white dragon. And that 6th dragon. That seems to be sitting in the middle. Again, has 5 heads. And you wonder what it all means. Both Tiamat and Bahamut have denounced Drakmir as being their descendant. So who is Drakmir really? You're still left wondering. I've been wondering this for a long time, Alva, but where did you guys find me?
Well, you see, there was this bar.
Wouldn't only Helena know
Helena
that?
Only
Would
Helena
you-
would
Yeah.
know?
I was going to say.
Oh god, I don't remember where on the map that
I'm
would
not
be.
sure.
It wasn't Drumbin, but it was closer.
I just know how
I still have it on the map.
I don't have a mental map of that. I'm sorry. It's
I
been
don't-
4 years.
Yeah, I know.
For some of that, I wasn't even there for when we traveled, so I don't know what direction we went into.
I know. I'm just
All I
saying
know is
I
that we
have
went
a map.
west. We went west.
True. Easy to go that direction.
I do have my map of where you guys started all that time ago.
Well, it's definitely not in Drumbin.
I kind of understand, because I like fantasy games too.
I don't remember what general direction we started in. I know we went west first.
But are you talking the very, very first session?
Very, very,
Yes.
very first session, yeah.
I had
Where we
to.
met Connor.
I did not meet Connor. I had to leave to finish to take care of something.
You guys above board don't need to know. What matters is the characters would know. And unfortunately, Alva does not know.
History check or
Alva,
Alva
would
was not
Helena-
there.
Alva was not
Helena have
present.
oh, Helena's was Helena
Helena is not
up
there.
north.
Helena is
Would-
the only
Would
person-
Helena have ever told me or anyone?
It doesn't matter.
Nobody ever asked. Probably not.
No. But even if she had, you weren't given a specific location. I think it might be worth maybe
Find
going-
Jeffrey.
Maybe going back to see where this all started. Maybe things will make more sense.
Where are you going? Into the portal?
No, I'm not saying. I'd like to see where you guys found me, if there's time. But-
Only Helena knows.
Maybe we should go back.
Alva's gonna look at the picture on the portal of the dragons. He's gonna say, I'd like to know that too. Where they found you.
Alright. So you guys head back. For the other group, for the diplomacy group, we're probably going to save your guys' group until next week, especially because Dominic was potentially seeking after a artifact. and it's not something I could retcon without serious implications, which is why I'm pushing you guys back. So I apologize about that. I don't like separating the timelines, but I'm left with no choice.
60 days and you wouldn't need to make that decision.
Huh?
Oh, that's a joke. It's actually a really good plot device, and I'm actually shitting bricks over here, but...
What, the fact that you have 60 days to do everything?
Yes, Matthew, that's a very short time. Jesus Christ.
I know!
Can we bring Lokar back tonight? That sounds fun.
You
Sounds
can
problematic.
certainly try.
Daddy beat me up.
Ominous.
Oh, I don't... Let's go.
I would advise you to be very careful.
Careful ended literally at noon today, Matthew.
Yeah.
And it has not returned.
Y'all are being careful?
Not in the last 9 hours.
Nope. But that was information for after.
So, Alva and Drakmir eventually make their way back to Drumben.
Before we go to,
Go on.
do we have anywhere to? We still have Chen's lab in the north, right? That we could sleep in, or
You guys have the guild hall here.
yeah. So Alva's probably gonna stay here, but then he would be down a high level spell slot when he goes back to the north. So
Yes, but I still need you to be in Drumben when I have you bring me.
That's a good point. I'll sleep here. It's a lot more comfy, anyways.
After a long day, is there anything else you guys want to do? You guys have been running around throughout Drumben, sorting things out, trying to figure out if you could bring Lokar back. You have just enough. It is possible.
Yeah, can I sling sending Elva's way and just be like, yo, Skelly, beat me up?
All right, let's go. Tonight, or is it tomorrow?
Tonight, preferably.
All right, yeah, I agree, because I have spell slots for it. So, I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to cast Gate.
You cast
open
gates.
up a portal, and summon Tears using one of the diamonds.
Tears falls through the gate.
Are you ready?
Trips on a rock and dies.
Okay.
If you do that, I will go out.
Something I need to check. Give me a moment.
Tears trip on rock and die. Google search.
Give me a moment.
Look, man.
Artificers are half casters, correct?
Aren't they full casters?
Aren't half casters because I only have level 5 spells, even though I'm like level 17.
And that is your only 9th level spell, correct?
Gate?
Yes.
Only for the day, yeah.
Okay.
And I will also cast a demiplane and make a quick run for my other 3 diamonds.
Okay.
And I will fetch those and close the demiplane, or close the door to it.
Okay. Where do you guys want to do this?
Let's just go to Lokar's place. He'll probably want to be in a familiar area after being
Yeah,
dead.
probably, somewhere private in Lokar's house.
Preferably by... Well, once I get back, I'm going to say, hey, yeah, we need to get to the spot where Lokar's trapped, now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys go underground to where Lokar is imprisoned. you still see a large dragon there. Chained up within a globe, fractaling with visages of various people in a panic. If you'll allow me one moment to change the song. All right. So, you guys arrive. The room is eerily quiet. No one is there. Do you think you're ready for this? Is everything the way you want it to be? Or are there still preparations you need to make?
I mean, dispelling the bullshit around Lokar would probably be good, but also 60 days. 60 days! We are up to, like, mayo eating stress levels, olive oil shots. Like, we have far surpassed that level. So, fuck it.
Regardless of the outcome,
I know we get one shot.
you get one shot.
One opportunity.
Is everything.
There is one other part about this. That you may not be fully... Okay. Do you want to do this right now?
Do we want to be safe and hit it with a max dispel magic first, or no?
Yeah, probably that.
I'm going to try for dispel magic first.
I can do that too. Wait, do I have dispel?
Okay.
You might need to hit a big
Wait,
spell.
Isn't Gate?
no, I have counterspell. I don't actually have dispel.
I have dispel magic too. It's just going to be at a lower level.
Okay. So,
Fenrir, what do you do?
yeah. I mean, I can try to dispel for
Fenrir, what do you do?
A question about my Kyubey legacy.
Question about your Cube legacy? Go ahead, but please speak closer
Yeah.
to the microphone so I can hear you.
Yeah, so dispel magic, or it's a cleric spell.
Yes.
I can have it prepared. It's 3rd level, so it doesn't interfere with anything else. Neat. I can upcast it.
Correct.
Strictly speaking, one normally only goes up to 9th level. However, I know that this is some you and God's level bullshit. Can I kind of throw my back into it, as it were, and really, go high magic, throw my 9th and all 5 tails at it?
Interesting query.
And the Dawn tail. Fuck it, we're going hard.
Interesting query.
Because strictly speaking, I don't see a reason that I couldn't. They're simply spell slot levels that I can use.
I'd like you to make an Arcana roll. or a religion roll. Your choice. That's pretty good. You feel it might be You feel it might be possible. No flash of genius. It will not
Got it.
work.
I had to try the beam.
It's a Fey, Fiend, or Undead, right?
Maybe.
Okay,
Exactly.
I'll be back.
Okay. So, you throw all your tails and a 9th level Dispel Magic at it?
Yep.
What are you targeting for your Dispel Magic?
The orb. Weird ball of bloody magical bullshit that's round. Lokar.
Okay. You see, slowly but surely, all the images of the various people start to fade as the orb shatters.
Yeah.
However,
Mm-hmm.
the corpse is still chained by all of his
Okay.
limbs and around his neck. This is not unexpected, as you recall, both Bahamut and Tiamat respectively placed imprisonment on him.
Yep.
Can I try Dispel Magic on the chains?
One moment, I'm not finished.
They kind of go out ham on it. I functionally cast a 15th level spell. So.
All of a sudden, the room starts to shake. Fractures in the ceiling above start to form as all of a sudden it starts to collapse on you. But the orb that was there seems to just sort of act as a bit of an umbrella, shielding everyone from the blast as the entire room is thrust upward.
The entire room?
The entire room.
Like, is it being destroyed?
The room is being pushed up out of the earth.
So what happens? Like a big elevator?
Kind of like, think earth-bending elevator, but yes. Essentially, in the middle of town is now a giant blue and gold dragon chained to the ground. And several books and tables that are now destroyed. And you all. One way or another, the cat's out of the bag. Several members of Drumben have taken notice. Lily, you now attempt to cast Dispel Magic on the chains. However, you're launched back as arcane energy surges through. And you're launched back into a nearby wall.
Can I hellish rebuke the chains?
No.
Well, that sucks. Same time tomorrow, everybody.
I'm gonna try a long shot and Fairest Minimum.
Speak up, please. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying something a bit much, but see if I can divine intervention and get all of the magic that I just expended back. Considering it's, well, me, probably not happening.
You need a 17 or lower.
17% shot. Love those odds.
It's not bad. Damn.
High or low, Matthew?
It doesn't matter. It's a 50.
High or low, Matthew?
Damn.
I mean, I still have an 8th level.
I give it a shot.
Like, yeah, I'm trying an 8th level Dispel Magic, even though I don't expect it to work right.
Similar to Lily, as you cast Dispel Magic into these chains, it reflects back at you, providing no effect on the chains.
I'm gonna need to long rest then, because that's the only way that I've got a shot at it again. And that's just how it is.
Okay.
Long rest time. Oh, can I put a sign down that says like dragon construction in progress, please ignore. XOXO Lily.
Do you have Fabricate?
Yes, I do.
Take some raw wood and you can do it.
There's plenty of rubble around. It'll be okay.
Can I take the desk?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
You Lily
It's
are
like a fucking Minecraft sound. It's like dragon shenanigans in progress. Please ignore. XOXO Lily.
No one ignores it. No one heeds the message. But
Do not be alarmed.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid.
throughout as you guys go to sleep for the night, you wake up in the morning and see basically the entire town is gathered around. All of them have questions. No one has answers.
Part like the Red Sea, or as if there's a 2-for-1 deal on cheddar.
This
We
is
gotta
the
go
second
through-
day out of 60.
Thank you, Matthew.
learning to count with D&D.
So anyway, I do my shit with tails and actually I'm gonna see if I can do it. All 5 tails and an 8th level Dispel Magic, because if this somehow magically fucking works, and the Dawn Tail, so 14th level Dispel Magic functionally,
That's
then I should.
not exactly how it works, but I'll let you do an Arcana check.
I feel like you're just kind of being a nitpicky twat for the sole purpose of being a nitpicky twat here. And it was... You sure Arcana? Can I not religion again? I am a cleric.
Fine. Religion. No, I'm not being nitpicky in that particular sense.
Did it work?
So before I answer that, what I was basing your previous one on and this one on is I've done some research into the past into large-scale multicaster magic, and to see what it would look like to do multiple spells at different levels and see what adding them would be like. A 9th plus a 5th is roughly a 10th. An 8th plus a 5th, I'll say that's a 9th. Yes. As you approach the chains, slowly but surely, these are chains that appear to go off into seemingly nothing. At the ends of these chains are space, stars, something that you can't quite comprehend. But you touch the chains. And they disappear. Now,
Wait a minute.
Yes, Lily?
We have a body. It's been dead for a while, and I don't know if Tears is prepared.
True.
Um,
Now.
yeah, I'm not trusting Grace on it.
Yeah, no, send that shit.
What's
Send
golden
it.
sheep?
Okay. Reading True Resurrection. I will read it aloud to you all. You touch a creature that has been dead for no longer than 200 years and that has died for any reason except for old age. If this creature's soul is free and willing, the creature is restored to life with all of its hit points. The spell closes all wounds, neutralizes any poison, cures all diseases, and lifts any curses affecting the creature when it died. The spell replaces damaged or missing organs or limbs. The spell can even provide a new body if the original no longer exists, in which case you must speak the creature's name. The creature then appears in an unoccupied space you choose within 10 feet of you. Fenrir, how are you casting the spell? And if it's the second option, what name do you speak?
Y'all, did we ever get the fancy dragon name from him?
You did.
Oh, perfect. Do that one.
Yeah, so I do.
Orin.
Yeah. Bet you didn't expect me to remember that.
I'm really glad you did.
Yeah, no. I took notes when Angry Dragon Mommy was, bitching me out.
I will say, if you did not say Ornth right now and said Lokar instead, the spell would have failed. But because you said Ornth, because you said his true name, Ornth, the primordial dragon, is resurrected.
Oh! Turn the music to something more victorious. Crown bravery, some shit.
This song is called Dragon Lullaby, thank you.
You can't see it.
It's a very lovely song. But I feel like doing a disco rave, man. I'm hype.
I've been playing it because I knew what was going to happen was going to be bittersweet one way or another.
Alright, Fenrir, put away
Yeah,
the
shit,
OST. We
yes.
can't celebrate yet.
I have news from heaven. God is cringe.
As the spell leaves you very drained. You attempt to make a new body, but that doesn't quite happen. A new body begins to form, but very quickly. It's almost as if you're drawn to the lingering body of this dragon. The existing body, despite being long dead, is his chosen vessel for his soul. And as such, your true resurrection fills the body with a new wellspring of life, reviving it and returning it to its primal glory. This is Lokar in his full capacity. Something that has not been seen for eons.
I was watching his mouth open in shock.
He slowly stands on all fours, stretches his wings, looks up at the sky, and a soft glow seems to envelop him. begins to chant something under his breath. Before eventually, he takes on a very familiar humanoid form. Well, he looks up at the sky. It looks like I missed quite some things in my absence. I thank you. All of you. It's time to bring this to an end. Go on. You don't need to raise your hand.
Mr. Lokar, how are you doing? Are you technically my boss because you're the mayor of the city? Well, I guess I'm technically under the purview of the mayor. Are you our boss? Okay. Anyways, oh my gosh, you're alive. That's insane. Are you going to be reimbursing us for the cost associated? Well, I guess for some of the costs, it was like active.
Hello. Ah, shit.
Just start.
There we are. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Lily, if you want to do your rant again, go ahead.
Oh, I get to do it again?
Yeah.
Oh dear God. There's
Oh,
a
no.
fireball.
Hey, Mr. Lokar, oh my gosh, is that your name? Are you technically my boss because I work with Andromeda? Well, I guess technically you are my boss because you're the mayor of the city. Well, I guess you're the boss of us all, but you're really not more of a boss, or you're more of a democratic figure. It's pretty insane. Do you like frogs? I happen to really enjoy frogs, and I can't believe you're alive. This is insane. We spent a lot of money on you. Are you going to reimburse us for that money? Are you taking out the tax? Is that even ethical to take it out of the tax fund when Bob Saget's horses? Oh yeah, Bob Saget has issues now. We're not talking about the Bob Saget issue. Anyway, can I get a sample of your hair? It's incredible. What is it like being a giant dragon? Like, you know, this goes on for a while until
I'd like Lily to make a Constitution saving throw.
Really? What a bitch!
No. To see if she passes out on her excitement.
Yeah, no, pretty good luck.
Lily's out.
And Flash of Geniusing that. Fuck off.
18.
I'm gonna say you don't have the capacity to.
He starts. He fucking passes out on the floor.
Come on, it's totally in character.
Is in character. Well, you can save a spell slot. You don't leave your home. You know.
So Lily's just ranting, eventually starts frothy at the mouth from all her excitement, and then just suddenly passes out on the floor. I feel like that's in character.
Reflex cast for dying, even though it won't do anything.
Yeah. And just as quickly, she's back up, and she's just like, oh.
Or the dying just stabilizes you.
No, I know, but she passes out for like half a second before she's back up.
Oh.
Did I do it again where I asked the two
Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm... Okay, welcome back to life, Mr. Lokar.
Thank you. Ziva, thank you for looking over the town in my absence. And to all of you, thank you for bringing me back. I'm sorry I couldn't have done more. They're alive, right? And he's looking at Alva and tears as he says this.
What do you mean
Everyone
specifically?
is.
Everyone made it out?
Well,
It wasn't easy,
out. Yeah.
but everyone made it out.
Not all of them made it back, though.
What do you mean?
Well, we're only partially successful in rescuing Fleur. Goldrum's dead now, although that's unrelated. Somehow Zill's still alive, and we're all still marveling at that. Although I actually need to find a way to tell him to tell your mother that you're alive, so there's that. Hopefully she'll be less pissed at... Anyway, yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit going on in the Feywild, and it would actually be a lot easier, and really just for everybody, if you'd go ahead and just read either my mind or someone else here's mine, and just like... Yeah.
Easier though it may be, I've been criticized a number of times by... Well... For one, about my use of mental magic.
You still remember my poetry, bitch.
Yeah, she's not bound to this anymore. She's alive, I'm pretty sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
By the way, and you hear this next part in a very subtle whisper. Keep the part about my lineage to yourselves,
Yeah, of course. I'm surprisingly used to that. I have practice in this particular field.
Yeah. Well... I may need a
we
while.
have until the solstice before before Alan decides to end the world.
We're calling him Alan now?
Well,
Where did you
yeah.
hear that name?
Well, he told us, for one.
Oh, my textbook is where we found it first, though.
Yeah, but we didn't make that connection until he told us in person.
That freaked me out.
Alan is long since dead.
Yeah, well, you know. Tell that to his body. Related to which, he made a chair. I'm pretty sure that there's something with it, but Drachmir seems to like it. You missed some stuff. Come on, let's go back to our little...
I have my own state of affairs to figure things out at the moment. I will meet up with you tomorrow. I'm sure the town has plenty of questions.
You've been on vacation this whole time. Got it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we just...
That's gonna hold up in court.
That's... For obvious reasons, that will no longer hold up. I'm sure the town has questions, and I owe them this much.
Meant in your relations with the East and the West, it might be good to see if you can come back from vacation instead of, you know.
Ah, yes.
Do you have a shot in the dark phylactery is where it is?
Haven't the foggiest.
Oh, I'm core, by the way.
From your ring, I assume you're one of the group.
Yeah. You didn't hear it from me, but... Blood Hunter, so... They replaced a holy man with Cursed, so take what you can get.
Well,
Does he recognize? Can I read if he recognizes what a blood hunter is?
you can make an insight check.
Hell yeah! My favorite ability on. Ooh, pretty solid. Pretty solid.
No, you don't. You can't read him.
Yeah, absolutely fair. Sorry, I just needed to roll something.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lokar will not be meeting with you guys until, at the very least, the next day, day 3.
Understandable.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Hey, Tears. Can I get a loan? It's for poison.
I mean,
I want that to be a quote. Hey, Tears, can I have a loan? It's for poison.
He's like, wait, I thought we left Zill at home.
is it the kind that you're keeping as insurance against me, or is it the useful?
Against keyboard, but
Can't
I guess
it be both?
Technically, it could work on both.
Technically,
It's
it can
called-
do both.
It's
a Mage's
specific
Bane.
poison against spellcasters. It affects them greatly when they haven't used their spell slots.
I think quite literally, you would only not affect me.
Okay,
But
so
let you
aside
hold
from-
on
And
to
Silver.
it.
I only want Helena to hold on to it. If I fuck up, I die. I am not exactly fighting. Tell you what, when Helena gets back, then we'll talk.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't Helena cast spells too?
Yes, but Helena can also apply it at a distance, and I trust Helena not to do something explodey.
Or drink it.
No, that would be Zill.
I mean, I could drink it. None of you fuckers can. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Understandable. So I can't just buy it to feed it to Pile Driver to see what would happen?
No, he uses a smite thing. His sword glows. Not like mine. Jesus. Y'all treat me like I'm edgy as hell. I just have 2 glow sticks.
But that's because you are edgy.
Not. Fuck you.
Or rather,
Please.
you're just cringe.
I'm gonna go back to the guild and see if
Ooh,
I can do
damn.
anything to like train recruits.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do a combination of that.
Can't hear that. Tears, say again.
I'm doing a combination of going back to the guild to try to train people in something useful and fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm doing
I
something
was just
similar.
using shit while it mentions-
Because I think training recruits is good mental distraction.
To do anything meaningful with recruits, it's going to require downtime.
Fair.
At least like eat a cool banquet with our homies for a day.
Absolutely. You can do that.
And then maybe have a lecture on how to be a cantrip whore.
I mean, I did it once.
You did do that once. You could hold the lecture again, sure.
Yes.
I'll hold a lecture on how to be a fire whore. No, fire slut.
What? How the fuck is that better?
One of them is paid, the other's a hobbyist.
Fuck.
The quartet tells a lecture on how to get hit and not fucking get whacked.
Okay.
Take a hit.
Take a. Sorry, that's Colgrim's lecture.
I know it's very early in the night,
Okay.
but
Fuck.
one group has gone on 3 days,
It's understandable.
and the other group, I can't really continue without Zone.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good point to stop the session for today. Next time, the journey begins. Platinum Order, or at least part of it, makes their way towards Corwin or Gear. And the remainder of the Platinum Order tries to fill in Lokar on what all happened. Following that, who knows? Maybe we'll learn more of Drakmir's origins. Maybe they'll start making their way to seek out the phylactery. Maybe something completely unexpected might happen. I hope you guys had a fun time during today's session. I certainly had a fun time. It was nice to be back.
57 days remain.
For half the party.
See you guys next week. Goodbye, stream.